Hello, a very good morning. Welcome to the morning edition of the Morning Focus, where we're turning our attention to work on other areas where we'll bring you all the news, the views, the interviews, and then what have you. And a very good morning. Welcome you back from the newsroom, bring you sports. It's now time to check out the weather, to bring you traffic situation. And right after the traffic situation, we go to our scripture focus, African proverbs, and then we turn our attention to the newspaper review. After the newspaper review, we also come back in studios to have a conversation with our party reps at Zali 8am. Also doing we'll bring you the front burner, which you also expected. The numbers on your screen. You can contribute to any of our segments on 0537158638. 0537158638 is the numbers you can contribute to any of the segments on our programming this morning. We'll bring you the traffic situation and its alternative as well, as we sojourn for God and country, and that is what you should expect from along the various the alternatives along the various routes across Accra. We'll go to Kumasi, we do Tamale, we do Takoradi, so we do Accra, we do Kumasi, we do Takoradi. The various cities across the country will tell you, give you alternative routes that you can use as well. So stay with us. We'll bring you some more stories, but we'll be looking at our weather in a jiffy, and then we turn our attention to bring you the other areas as well. So this is your morning focus on MBN TV, and a beautiful Tuesday morning. Don't forget, today we'll be having our health segment, so we'll be stepping out to look at the traffic situation. We'll look at the alternative route to use. We'll also give you all the needed support, and you also give us, you know, one thing we love about you, because you're always there for us 24/7. You need to join us as we sojourn for God and country. My name has always been El Samuels, and I've been your regular host here, your super duper morning show on Afodai Multimedia Group, MBN TV. Now, I'll be joined later on the show where we'll bring you up to speed with the happenings on the weather, and I will bring you the news headlines right after the news headlines. I also will turn our attention to look at other stories as well. So please don't go away. There's a lot we're going to do with you. And this morning, interestingly, there's a story that is ongoing. Fuel prices. The president going ahead to ask that 2 Ghana cedis is reduced from the fuel price of diesel. Diesel should be reduced to a minimum to allow some spaces within that as well. So we'll bring you the updates on that as we move on. But for those of you who are not in tune with us or just joining us, it's a very special day, because today is a Tuesday, the 4th of August. What happened on the 4th of August? There's a lot of things that happened on the 4th of August. We'll be turning our attention to look at it this morning. The 4th of August is a special day. Today in history, what happened on the 4th of August is something we need to look at today in history. So one of the things we'll be looking at, and also we'll be telling you about our 30th anniversary of the Maranatha Power Ministries International, that is also coming up from the 1st to the 6th of September 2026. But before that, there is a homecoming, which is the 28th of August to the 30th of August. Homecoming is also will herald the celebration of the 30th anniversary. So there's a lot of activity that has been lined up. Remember, just gone last week, there was a prayer section that came up. That was, year zero has passed. Now We're expecting some other roll-ups coming up. Then the 30th anniversary homecoming, which is also slated for the 28th of August to the 30th of August. We'll be telling you more about it as the days unfold. And also don't forget to join our official MPMI official WhatsApp channel, where you can also get to read the wisdom messages from the bishop and also other various ministers of the church. We'll bring you the church histories as well as we roll on. So mark it on your calendar to be part of the homecoming, which is at 28th to the 30th. If you have been an old member, you have passed through before, you have fellowship with us before, you want to become a member of it, or you just left. I want everybody to come home sweet home, and let's celebrate as we prepare. And I know there's going to be some float also, Jesus match. I can't wait to see that match coming up. Jesus match is also slated for us this morning. We'll be talking more about the Jesus match as well. Then we'll be talking to you about why we need your support. Why we need your support to be able to carry on. Because there are people in our various churches across the country who would love to be partakers of the 30th anniversary, but are yet to even pay their transport to come. And we will need your support to do that, to bring people from all walks of life to be part of the morning as well. So we just need some small fee of you. You see the numbers and then the accounts on the screen to tell you what we need. And then I hear one person is about $12. Let's convert it to Ghana. So even if it's $10, that's about 120, 110. So if you are doing in and out for someone, and it's let's say 150, and you do in and out, that is 300. So you can say I want to do for 10 people. The numbers on the screen, you put the figures there, and then we'll get it done. We get it sorted out for this morning. So those are the things we are expecting all of us to support, to celebrate the goodness of God. 30 years of impactful ministry, 30 years of the goodness of what God is doing in the life of people, transforming life. If it's not Maranatha, I don't think there are some villages you could have heard their names. But because of the church, there are villages we can hear their name. We don't even know that the overseas areas, there's a water well that is done for people across the country as well. People have been given water well, people have been given education. All this thing is going on with the missions of the Maranatha Power Ministry International. So all comes to one point for all of us to be able to help support a wealthy cause. And we want to say thank you for being there for us. Thank you for supporting us all these years. Thank you for holding us to be what God has wanted and God aspire us to be in the next, when we're celebrating the 40th and then the 50th, the Silver Jubilee, the Diamond Jubilee. We'll be counting on you to have all that going. So we want to say thank you. Now we're turning our attention, we're going to the weather and its update. We want to look at the weather for this morning. If you just joining us, we are grateful to have you this morning, coming to you live from our studios here on the 10th Avenue. We say good morning and good morning, Ghana. Welcome to the Morning Focus, your trusted breakfast television program on MBN TV, where every morning begins with insightful inspiration and informed conversation. Today, we place the spotlight on health, because a healthy nation is the foundation of a productive economy and prosperous society. We will examine the issues shaping our lives, from health and road safety to governance, accountability in democracy. We'll be looking at that. We'll also bring you the latest weather update, like I said, traffic situation, newspaper headlines, and insightful conversations, discussions here in the studio. Your favorite interactive segment, where we allow you to call in, share your opinions, share your thoughts with us this morning. Stay with us as we inform, we educate, and inspire you. This morning focus, your morning, your voice, and your future. Good morning once again. Before you step out today, here is a look at the weather where Francisca Afra-Kuma Ntori joins me to bring us an update from the weather perspective. Good morning, Francisca.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored. And yourself?
We thank God. Blessings. We thank God for life this morning. How was your trip from your destination to the studios? How's the traffic situation there?
My trip today was very smooth. When you wake up early like that, you don't fall into any traffic. Yes. Okay. So when you wake up early, the road is very clear and smooth.
The road is clear and smooth. Take us away by bringing us the weather in this update this morning.
Okay, so a very good morning to you. A very good morning to you. My name is Francisca Afra-Kuma Ntori, and this is your weather outlook for the Ghana Meteo Agency. Let's see what the weather has in store for us today. So this morning, mist and fog patches are expected to form over parts of the coast, forest, and mountainous areas, while the northern sector will experience partly cloudy conditions. So if you are setting out early today, especially in these areas, please drive carefully because the mist and fog may make it difficult to see the road. And as the day goes on, sunny conditions with occasional cloudiness will prevail across much of the country. And if you enjoy places like that, although there will be some clouds from time to time, if you will be spending a lot of time outdoors, remember to drink plenty of water and where possible, stay in the shade during the hottest parts of the day. However, a few places within the middle, transition, and northern sectors are likely to experience thunderstorms or rain from the late afternoon into the evening. So if you are in these areas or plan to travel there later today, keep an umbrella handy and be prepared for changing weather conditions. Now let's take a look at today's temperatures. The coastal sector will record a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius. The forest sector will experience temperatures between 21 and 29 degrees Celsius. Then the transition sector will have temperatures ranging from 23 to 29 degrees Celsius. And the northern sector is expected to record temperatures between 23 and 31 degrees Celsius, making it the warmest part of the country today. And also relatively cool nights and early morning temperatures are expected across the country. So if you will be stepping out very early tomorrow morning, you may want to carry a light sweater. As you go about your day, stay weather aware. Take the necessary precautions wherever you are, and above all, have a safe and productive day. So this is the weather for this morning.
All right, thank you for bringing us up to speed with the weather and its updates for the morning. We're moving away from the weather. For those of you, before you step out, like she said, there's a look at the weather, the conditions across the country, especially a general cloudy morning over parts of the southern Ghana with isolated showers, possibly in Accra, Cape Coast, and Takoradi, Kumasi is likely to experience some cool conditions with chances of some thunderstorms, like she said. So whether you're traveling to work or school or market, remember, carry an umbrella just in case and stay hydrated throughout the day. Get hydrated, get some water in your bags, and be drinking quietly as you move on. Away from the weather now, let's help you plan your journey. We're talking about the traffic situation for those of you in Accra. Heavy traffic is expected on a George Walker Bush Highway. That's the N1. Spintex Road is also one of the areas we need to look at as we sojourn on for God and for country this morning. So that's just by the way. So the weather is gone. Now we're turning our attention to the roads and bringing you the roads, what is happening on our various roads as traffic builds up this morning. The traffic is building up. George Walker Bush, the N1. You know, the N1 is always getting the feel of it. It starts with some heavy build-ups this morning. So those of you stepping out early, remember to get yourself ready, and then we hit the roads. So we're going to look at the weather. So from the George Walker Bush Highway, which is also going to see some build-up of traffic, the Sprinters Road is also one of the areas you should look at. Tetekwashi Interchange is also building up at Chimota and Sawam Road, Graphic Road, the Tema Motorway towards the city, the business district. The alternative routes you can use is use the Boundary Road to avoid portions of Sprinters. Motorists from Kaswa may consider the Malam Wager route if possible. So those routes are also there. Drivers around the Medina, you can connect to the Rick's Junction to avoid congestion, and also around Shiashi. So those are some alternative routes you can use. Now, away from the city, from the regional capital, let's go to Kumasi. Busy roads in Kumasi this morning is a Kijitia, the Swame roundabout, Ahujo Santasi, and Airport roundabout. All those areas are going to be congested. Traffic is building up slowly around all those areas. Consider the Sofo Line bypass, and also use the Dichemso and Daban roads where traffic builds up, and as your alternative. To Takrady, expect some delays around the Market Circle, Ekojo Chrome, Kwesimintim, and the Takrady Harbour area. All these areas are expected to be traffic prone areas. Alternative routes through the Enaji and Chapel Hill may provide smoother movements. I know Tamale people will be looking forward to see the moderate traffic around the Central Business District, the Hospital Road, and Lamashaw. Motorists advised to obey the speed regulation and watch out for pedestrians and school children. Always remember. So arrive alive. No appointment is worth risking your life. No appointment is worth risking your life. You can also join us this morning on 053 with any traffic situation across your areas on 053-715-8638 is the numbers. But also don't forget to join to help us with the MBN cares we're soliciting for funds to give to our brothers, our mothers, our grannies who lost their work, their livelihoods during the floods. So remember to support us with the MBN care. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Well, I think we've lost that caller. So we're moving away from the traffic situations across the country. It's now time for us to look at our scripture for the morning. And this morning's scripture is from the book of 3 John, the chapter 3, the verse 1 and 2. He said, "Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health and that all may go well with you, even as your soul is getting along well." Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health and that all may go well with you, even as your soul is getting along well. That is the scripture, the word of God for this morning, brought to you in association with the Maranatha Power Ministries International. God's desire is not only for our spiritual growth, but also for our physical well-being. Health is divine. Resources that enables us to fulfill our purpose, serve others, continues meaningfully to society. And those are some of the things we don't do, and then we turn around to say, "Oh, he didn't do this for me. He didn't do that for me." But that is the issues we need to look out for as we sojourn for God and for country. So this morning we're looking at what God is saying. I've told you that today is Tuesday. Remember, every Tuesday there's something special that happens on every Tuesday. And our Tuesday has to do with us going to the moment of miracle. There's a miracle that awaits you. But there's one thing that you should always expect, that God loves someone who diligently seek him. He rewards them. If you seek God diligently, God will reward you. And that is one thing you should bear in mind, that God loves you and God cares about you so much that he said he will do more than you expect him to do for you. So this morning, as you move around doing your work, remember the Lord is with you. It said, be confident. If you read the book of Philippians, the chapter 1, the verses said, be confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ. The person who has called you, the God who called you. Life often tempts us to measure God's faithfulness, what we are still waiting to receive. We can become so focused on unanswered prayers, delayed opportunities, or unfulfilled dreams that we overlook the countless blessings that God, the way that God is always working in our lives. Yet faith grows not only by looking ahead, but also by looking back and with gratitude, being grateful. Paul's words reminds us that salvation, spiritual growth, and our life purpose are all God's ongoing work. The delay might be God is preparing you. He is both the author and the finisher of our faith. Every journey begins with him. And every season, whether joyful or painful, prosperous or difficult, is part of his divine process of shaping us into the people he has called us to be. If you see life to be a process, you're a finished product, you need to work towards that process to bring into manifestation what God is doing. Sometimes, God's greatest miracles are not the dramatic breakthroughs we seek, but the quiet transformation we often miss. The strength to endure another day, the wisdom to make the right decisions, the peace that calms an anxious heart, the favor that opens unexpected doors, and the grace that carries us through life's storms. These are all evident that God is still at work. Waiting is never wasted when it is God's hand. His delays are not his denials. They are often the preparations. Whilst we wait for him to change our circumstances, he frequently changes us instead, building our character, deepening our faith and our walk with him, preparing us for blessings we may not yet be ready to receive. Today, I want you to pause and reflect. Remember that where God has brought you from, celebrate his faithfulness in the small victories as much as the big ones. Let gratitude replace the complaints. Hope overcomes discouragement, and confidence silences fear. The God who started his work in your life has not stopped working. His plans are still unfolding. His promises remain true, and his grace is sufficient. This morning I came to announce to you that the God that has called you is well able to see you through. Let's pray. Say, Heavenly Father, with me, thank you for your unwavering faithfulness throughout every season of my life. Forgive me for the times I focus more on what I lack than on the many ways you have blessed me. Open my eyes to see your hand at work in every circumstance. Help me to trust your perfect timing. Remain grateful in every season. Walk confidently, knowing that you are completing the good work you began in me. Strengthen my faith, renew my hope, and keep my heart steadfast until every promise you have spoken is fulfilled. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. If you pray this prayer, I invite you, this is a special invitation to attend the moment of miracle this morning at the Maranatha Power Ministries International. Moment of miracle comes this and every Tuesday, exactly 10 a.m. You don't leave home 10, you leave home earlier than 10. And as we come to the close of today's edition of the morning scripture focus, I invite you, myself and all my team, we invite you to stay with us for that special moment. No matter what challenge you may be facing, remember that our God is still in the miracle working God. He's still at the miracle working God, who turned water into wine or part the Red Seas. He's able to heal the sick, restore the broken lives, provide for every need, open doors, and make a way where there seems to be no way. When your back is against the wall, he will come through for you. The Bible declares in the book of Jeremiah 32, the verse 27, it says, I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? We encourage you to gather your family, place your faith in God, prepare your heart for prayer. If you have a prayer request, lift it before the Lord as you come to the moment of miracle. The Lord, and as we pray together, believing that he hears prayer. He say, when we call on him, he will hear us and answer us, those who call on him. As you come together, let's stay connected. Let's come together. Is that where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name? He is there. The moment of miracle, your miracle is waiting for you at the church auditorium at the Maranatha Power Ministries behind the Lekma Polyclinic Nungwa at Dogono. Is a place to be. And I want to see you there. Now I pray you will come and support, and we'll pray, and God will meet you at the point of your need. Stay connected and believe that today could be the day of your testimony begins today. The miracle awaits you. Don't give up. So that's it. Pick the numbers on the screen. You can call if you can't find your way. We'll give you direction to the church premises. Thank you once again for being with us on the morning focus. And I'll quickly run you through the African proverbs for the day before we bring you our first interview. We'll be talking about health this morning. But let's do our African proverbs for the morning, and then we turn our attention to look at other. We brought you weather, we brought you traffic, our scripture reading. It's time to look at the African wisdom. It says health is not valued until sickness comes. That is our African wisdom for this morning. The proverb, it says health is not valued until sickness comes. Health is not valued until sickness comes. Wow. You know, many people only appreciate good health after they have lost it. People only appreciate good health after they have lost it. Can you kindly turn the volume of your TV set down, please? People only appreciate good health. If you want to speak with us, turn the volume of your TV set down. Then we can talk on the phone. Hello, your name and where you calling us from? Kindly turn the volume of your TV set down. I'm getting feedback. When you want to speak to us, we give you the opportunity to speak to us, but also show us that kind of respect and discipline. We say, turn down the volume of your TV set. So we have conversation on the phone, because when you do that, you're giving us feedback. It's not good for our viewers. It's not good for us here in studio. But you keep doing it. You call and you leave your TV set. You want to listen to yourself on the TV. It doesn't work that way. We all want to have a win-win situation. We want to hear from you. But the fact that we want to hear from you, we give you a simple thing.
Hello?
take him off. (053-715-8638) is the number. You can also join us, but please, when you call in, make sure the volume on your TV is lowered, that we can talk on the phone. The health is not valued until sickness comes in. And like I said, many people appreciate good health after they have lost it. And this proverb reminds us that prevention is always better than cure. Investing in healthy habits today, regular exercise, balanced nutrition, sufficient rest, routine medical checkups is far less costly than threatening. It's far what? Less costly. You don't wait till it gets to the sickness threatens you to the point of death. It will cost you. It will cost you. The regular exercise, the balanced nutrition, sufficient rest, routine medical checkups is far less costly than treating preventable diseases tomorrow. A healthy nation is built by citizens who value wellness before illness. I said a healthy nation is built by citizens who value wellness before illness. And that's it for this morning, bringing you up to speed with our African proverbs for this morning. I believe that you've enjoyed every bit of bringing the weather report, bringing you the traffic situation and the alternative route, the African proverbs also coming in and also bringing you up to speed with the latest. The front burner this morning: road accidents continue to claim thousands of lives across Ghana every year, despite public education campaigns, stricter laws enforcement efforts, and the numbers remain deeply concerning. Now, this morning, we ask, Ghana road safety crisis are currently measured enough to stop the rising cost? Yesterday, devastating, when a tanker fell, STC bus collided with it, people lost their life. There's so much burning that went on. Should enforcement become tougher? That's the question we asked this morning. Is the road laws, is the enforcement, is it tougher, or we are just playing with fire? Is driver education failing? Is that why we're getting so much road crashes? Our roads safe enough? The roads we are using, are they safe enough? Our roads are always dark in the night. There are no street lights. On all our roads are dark. Or do we need a complete rethink of road safety policy? Join the conversation. You can also use the hashtag on our social media handle, Morning Focus, #Morning Focus on Facebook, X, let's keep it going. And then also give us a call, send us a message on WhatsApp on 053-715-8638. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can also join us on the spot. Give us a conversation. Ghana's road safety crisis. Are current measures enough to stop the rising death toll on our streets? 8 lives are lost every day. 8. By the next 10 years, how many are we going to ruin? So we're asking something very simple this morning. Should enforcement become tougher? Is the driver education failing? Are people going to the driving school to really learn the lessons? Do they know the road signs? When they see the cattle crossing, there's a chop bar in the corner there, or what? Is our roads safe enough? That's also another question. Or do we need a complete rethink of road safety policy? So you join the conversation where we go for the break, and we'll return. We'll bring you some headline stories, and then we'll pick your calls on that. So stay with us.
What a glorious God we serve. I am inviting you to our Moment of Miracle service every Tuesday morning. Every Tuesday morning. It's a time of prayer for healing, deliverance, for miracles, testimonies. It's more of a healing and prayer service. And God still heals, because Malachi 3:6 says, I am the Lord, and I change it not. As he did in the days of John and Peter, he's still doing it in our days. And so I'm personally inviting you, and I'm willing to receive you in the house of God this very Tuesday for the Moment of Miracle service. As you come, if you are sick, come. If you are troubled, come. Evil attacks, Tuesday morning is for you. God bless you as we see you this Tuesday. And I want to encourage you. I will always be on MBN TV, and also keep watching me on all our social media platforms. God richly bless you. More direction, call the number on the screen. Remember this, even though we have churches all across the nation, especially the villages, we are located in Nungwa, Adogon. God bless you. Bye bye for now.
Hi, welcome to Shiloh Guest House, where comfort meets warmth. Our serene environment and cozy rooms provides a pleasant stay. To book a room with us, call 055-5940-103 and 0241-972076. Locate us at Teshi Nungwa Estate, number 8 Coconut Street, directly behind A-Life Supermarket. Shiloh Guest House, where comfort meets warmth.
Omenina petodose Yelana mashie Oramanana petodose.
So welcome back from that quick break. We're now turning our attention. We're bringing you a conversation in studios. Today, our team is health. And remember African Proverbs, what it told us about the importance of staying healthy and also doing what you have to do in terms of prevention. We've heard a lot of issues that has come up. We've had a lot of issues that has come up regarding hypertension and what have you. This morning we'll be having a conversation around this topic, hypertension. We'll have a questions to ask and its prevention. We will do this conversation in a bit this morning. So for those of you who are home and watching us, and then you want to get into this conversation, it's important for you to get into this conversation. We'll be having this conversation in a bit. But first, let me do something. Let me go for a music break and then come back.
Say, oh yeah, that thing you to do to make me crazy. Come on, touch me, that thing you to do to make me crazy. Oh yeah, come on, that thing you to do. Oh, him my Brahmin chain, me and my Brahmin chain. Come make I put this thing on you. Oh, him my Brahmin chain, me and my Brahmin chain. Come make I put this thing on you. Yeah, make I tell you some story. Girl, you're the one for me. I day outside, day and night, anytime where you want me. Make I tell you some story. Oh, my girl, you know you're the one for me. I day outside, day and night, anytime where you want me. Just the things you do, just the things you do, will blow my mind. I just wanna hold you tight, and baby, just one look at you, just one look at you, where they blow my mind. Baby, you're too fine, yeah. Oh yeah, that thing you to do, it make me say, oh yeah, that thing you to do, to make me crazy. Oh mommy, touch me, that thing you to do, to make me crazy. Oh yeah, oh mommy, that thing you to do, oh him my Brahmin chain, me and my Brahmin chain. Come make I put this thing on you. Oh, him my Brahmin chain, Brahmin chain, me and my Brahmin chain. Come make I put this thing on you. Go by, go by, booty morning, go by, warning girl. Go by, booty morning, go by, warning girl. Say, oh yeah, that thing you to do to make me crazy. Oh mommy, touch me, that thing you to do to make me crazy. Oh yeah, oh mommy, that thing you to do. Oh him my Brahmin chain, me and my Brahmin chain. Come make I put this thing on you. Oh him my Brahmin chain, Brahmin chain, me and my Brahmin chain. Come make I put this thing on you. Go by, booty morning, go by, warning girl. Go by, booty morning, go Sad my story. Like a sheriff. Money, yeah. Baby, how we go through stress. See kaka crown a pen. Man, them they want some money for pockets, but they baby, I know the way. Fake life, I they live every day. I'm afraid to be around till they be and I miss you. Oh, but some if I don't send my brain to my main, me who make I get the money. Show me where the money day. I just the hustle for long go. Sika emoja, he make all the craze, cause some be sucking my blood, though. Me sure leave me, make I pass my way. I they see money, they come to stay. I wake up, I down on my knees, I they pray. I know they like living with poverty, yeah. Show me where the money day. I just the hustle for long go. Sika emoja, he make all the craze, cause some be sucking my blood, though. Me sure leave me, make I pass my way. I they see money, they come to stay. I wake up, I down on my knees, I they pray. I know they like living with poverty, yeah. Me and my boss, we be wildin' for streets. And pop boy, back home every day repeating. To me, but now that we no fit sleep. Yeah, he the money say we no fit dream. And man know the side of my body for we. So any sika we do like we no see. Anything illegal, try me I the bleed. Now baby, I'm a be money over peace. I send penny pie, yeah, we the ones for money to get a trouble. So they see me for time, they think say I be dumb. Me say pass dunya papa, I come. Me rame kwaya facha me my God, my Canada, you be you pe obono. I know you get many plans for your boy, but me $100 I no feed the Lord. Show me where the money day. I just the hustle for long go. Sika emoja, he make all the craze, cause some be sucking my blood, too. But sure leave me, make I pass my way. I they see money, they come to stay. I wake up, I down on my knees, I they pray. I know they like living with poverty, yeah. Gali every day, but nipa be bread, them say I be lazy. Onya me asa pen na mitie, but my friend say every day call waiting. Gali every day, but nipa be bread, them say I be lazy. Onya me asa pen na mitie, but my friend say every day call waiting. Money, where you day? 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 Baby, how we go through stress. See kaka crown a pay. Man, them they want some money for pockets, but they baby, I know the way. Fake life, I they live every day. I'm afraid to be around till they be and I miss you. Oh, but some if I don't send my brain to my main, me who make I get the money. Show me where the money day. I just the hustle for long go. Sika emoja, he make all the.
Good morning and also welcome back to the Morning Focus. It's still on MBN TV. Today our attention turns to one of the most common yet dangerous health conditions affecting millions of people around the world. Ghana, we know we have about 5-6 million young people suffering from hypertension, also known as the high blood pressure. Some call it a BP. Often referred to as the silent killer. Hypertension can develop without noticeable symptoms, whilst quietly damaging vital organs such as your heart, the brain, the kidney, and also your eyes. If left uncontrolled, it significantly increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, and other life-threatening complications. The encouraging news is that hypertension can often be prevented or effectively managed through healthy lifestyle choices, regular medical checkups, and early detection. To help us understand this important public health issues, we are joined by our health experts from the Lekma Polyclinic. Now they said I shouldn't call it Lekma Polyclinic. I should call it Nungwa Polyclinic. But me, Lekma, or whether Nungwa or whatever, is still Lekma for me. And then we share practical advice. She's going to share with us practical advices on prevention, early warning, science, treatment options, and what every Ghanaian can do to protect a healthy or a heart health. I call it a heart health. Welcome.
Thank you.
Mrs.
Winifred
Akpedodo.
Yes.
Akpedodo. Wow. Plenty.
No, Akpedodo, a traveler.
Akpedodo, a traveler. Akpedodo. Oh, he likes to travel. So are you a traveler? Are you a traveler? No, tell me, are you a traveler?
He is a traveler.
Oh, but you not traveler. You are the homekeeper.
I'm the homekeeper, yes.
Okay, that is not bad. That is good to hear. I mean that you the homekeeper. It makes it much easier for us. For those of you watching us, remember to enjoy some kind of respite. It is time to enjoy up to 20% discount of all our services. I'll tell you more about Serenity Heaven Spa. You know, you need that Serenity to have a good spa. Starting from the 1st to the 7th of August, there's going to be massage, pedicure, manicure, waxing, facial, acrylic nails, and body scrub. If you want any of this, you enjoy up to 20% discount of all our services. Locate us at the Yarifa. You call us on 054-163-9802, 054-163-9802, or 050-349-5079, 050-349-5079, and then you can enjoy 20% discount. Remember, today is the 4th, so some 3 more days to go. So get yourself up there at the Serenity and enjoy this 20% discount of all our services. Away from that, let's go straight to look at our topic for discussion this morning, and that has to do with the hypertension, and then how it could be prevented, and the importance of making sure that you don't become hypertensive. Now, when we say hypertension, what is hypertension, and why is it termed or often called the silent killer?
Okay, so let's take it as in this way. So you take your body as your system. Your body is your system. Through it, there is a pump, which is our heart,
okay,
and the pipes that's through which the blood flows. So when there is pressure in the force at which the heart pumps the blood against or through the vessels through which the blood flows, that's where the problem comes in. So to say hypertension is the pressure within the pipes when the blood is flowing through the system. So this pressure is due to the force within which the body or the heart, the pump, is pumping the blood through the body. So it's just the pressure of the force within the pipes.
The pressure of the force within the pipes.
Within the pipes through which our blood flows.
So that's our the vessels.
Yes, the vessels.
The various
blood
channels within the system.
Yes.
Just like having a car where the oil and the fuel have places they flow to.
Yes.
To make sure that the engine oil gets to its correct place. The fuel gets to its correct place to get to the carburetors to make things work for you.
Yes.
It's the same thing with the human system.
Yes.
So the valves, the pumps, the layouts, where the blood vessels are, the pump is a pressure that sends the blood into all those vessels. So when it uses some kind of a force, that is where we call it what?
Yeah. So when the force is kept, it happens for a very long time. That is when the hypertension comes.
Silent killer comes.
Silent killer.
But how spread is hypertension in Ghana, and should we be worried as a nation about it growing prevalence?
Yes, so the prevalence is one of when you take the top 5 diseases or the mortality in terms of hypertension, that is part of it. And mostly it's called silent killer because it doesn't have any symptoms. So you won't know what is really going on in your body till you go and check. So when you take 100% of people that you've screened, you realize that about less than 50% know that they have hypertension. More has hypertension, more than 50% have hypertension, but less than 50% are aware that they have hypertension. And when you take...
No, I want you to repeat that aspect of the conversation.
Okay.
More than 50%
have hypertension.
Have hypertension.
Yes.
And more than 50%.
And less than 50% are not aware that
they
have hypertension.
Wow.
And when you take those 50 or more than 50% that have hypertension. In terms of treatment, only 2 to 1% of it is working effectively because of their lifestyle choices.
Wow.
Yes.
So what happens inside the body when the blood pressure remains consistently high?
Okay. So there are two analogies through which high blood pressure hypertension occurs. One, we have when there is narrowing of the pipes or when there is hardening of the pipes. So it's like you having a pipe hose, then you are putting pressure on the pipe hose. So the water comes out with force. So continuously, when it happens that way, it weakens the blood vessels. And when you do not eat well, in fact, if we don't exercise well, it causes the tube to be narrowed. So that's what happens. When there's too much fatty foods, the cholesterol forms along the pipelines. So it narrows the vessels, it narrows the way through which the blood flows. So as it narrows through which the blood flow, it means the heart has to do extra pumping to push more blood through the narrow vessels. And that is when it causes the crack in the vessels or causes the hardening of the vessels. Then the other way is when there's excess amount of fluid in the vessels. So ideally, the kidneys are supposed to expel out the fluid through our urine. But when there is too much salt in the system, it absorbs, instead of the urine, it comes in the form of urine through the kidneys to the urethra. It absorbs it into the system. So there is excess amount of fluid in the system. Therefore, the heart has to do extra work in pumping. That causes the vessels to also weaken.
Wow.
Yeah.
That brings me to where I really want to have this to look at the major causes and the risk factors for hypertension. What are the major causes and what are the risk factors when it comes to hypertension?
Okay, so there are two major causes. So we have genetic predisposition.
Okay.
So it's in the family. So if you don't take care of yourself, that's where dietary comes in. So you need to eat well, you need to avoid salty foods, you need to avoid fatty foods, you need to exercise. Hardly do most Ghanaians exercise for the system to work effectively as supposed to work. So these are some of the things. Intake of too much alcohol and smoking, all those plays a factor. And those factors are factors you can easily avoid in order for you not to get hypertension. Then the other one is due to conditions. Health conditions that can bring about hypertension. So these are the two major conditions that can bring about hypertension. And age is also a factor. As you age, the system at which the rate at which the system works is slowed. So if you don't take care of yourself well during your aging periods, you tend to develop hypertension.
You tend to develop hypertension. Quite interesting. For those of you who just joined us, we're looking at hypertension and prevention. I always say prevention is always better than cure, but my question has to do with, are young people increasingly at risk, or is still a large condition affecting only the older adults?
No, now the young people are really getting hypertension. You know, the way the olden days they used to really eat and take care of themselves is not now. All our foods are processed foods, fast foods. And because most of them are working people, they do not have or make time to eat or get home prepared food. So most of the food is being eaten outside.
So most of the
yes.
So not just put the word. We eating junk food.
A lot of junk foods.
No,
and
just say it as it is. We eating junk foods.
Yes, basically that. And yes, basically. And most of the food that are prepared, even in the chop bars, has a lot of salt, monosodium glutamine, the Maggi.
The Maggi.
That contains a lot of salt. And these are some of the causes of the issues that we are having. At the same time, they do not have time to exercise. I always mention exercise because it plays a very vital role when it comes to the well-being of our human body. Apart from you eating well, you need to add exercising routine to your daily activities. Then avoid certain risk factors such as smoking, excessive drinking, which will bring conditions that may lead. Yes, excessive
smoking.
Excessive smoking. Smoking there is banned. Yes, you're not supposed to. But excessive drinking, you can drink in moderation, but not too excessively. That will damage other organs. That will cause hypertension to occur.
Quite interestingly, but. What symptoms should people look out for if there are any?
So with hypertension, there's really not much of a symptoms. Some may go to the hospital because they are not feeling well, and when they check, oh, your BP is high. Some also get heart palpitation.
Okay.
If you are lucky enough, some get heart palpitation. You feel as if your heart is beating more than regular. It means that it has been occurring for a very long time, and you haven't noticed that. Yes. So that's why you are feeling that. With pregnant women like this, they detect it when they get swelling of feet. So there's fluid at the extremities. That is when they realize that they have hypertension, which can cause preeclampsia and cause the death of the mother and the death of the child. But on normal basis, you can't really have it until you do regular screening. That is when you know that you're having hypertension or not. That's why it's called a silent killer.
But how often do we have to do blood pressure check? How often are we supposed to do that in order to stay healthy?
So if we are not having any condition of hypertension, on a regular, every month you're supposed to check.
Every month?
Yes. Because there's life is full of fast activity. You're always doing one thing or the other. There's always pressure, there's always stress and all those things. So ideally once a month when you check your pressure, it helps you to know your state of health when it comes to your heart health.
Well, it helps you to know the state of your health. It means that even if I'm asking at what blood pressure reading is considered normal, elevated, or dangerous, what figures will you give me?
Okay, so mostly, when you go to check your pressure, they do something over something. So the top one is systolic and the down one is diastolic. So greater or equals to 130 by WHO standard, then it means you are having hypertension. That is stage 1. So there are stages from stage 1 to stage 4. So the most dangerous one is happening from like 150 and above for the top one, and the down 100 and above. That is when like you're in stage 3 of the hypertension. Then we have 130 to 140. That is the top one. Then the down one is 80 to 90, which is stage 1. Then stage 2 is from 140 to 150. Then the down one is 90 to 100. So within these ranges, you are supposed to make sure you manage it. But ideally, the normal one is supposed to be between 100 to 120. That's the top one. Then the down one from 70 to 80 or 65 to 80. So mostly when you go, your BP is 120, 121 over 80, 122. Then it's okay.
You're saying that 121, 180, but many people hear numbers like 120, 80, 140, 90. But I don't always understand that. What does that mean? And how could you explain this to my viewers out there? What blood pressure reading are considered normal and then elevated, high, and stuff like that?
Okay, so when your blood pressure is between 120 to 130, it's working within the normal range.
Okay.
That is the top aspect. Then the down aspect between 80 to 90. But it becomes elevated when it's slightly elevated when it's between 130 to 140. Then the down one is like 90 to 100. That is like pre-border.
So when
the borderline.
Borderline. So when it becomes like 180, 120, this is a medical emergency.
Yes, emergency. That needs quick intervention.
Wow.
Yes.
Or else we lose the person.
Yes, you lose the person.
Quite interesting. Whoa. But when it's 140, 190, it means that you need to
take care of yourself.
Healthy lifestyle.
Yes, healthy lifestyle. So with that one, they do not really give medication. So the doctor asks you to go and see the dietitian to plan your meal, have an education about how to go about your eating pattern, what to eat and what to avoid in order to maintain a very healthy blood pressure. And when it's 150, mostly they ask you to do kind of like 1 week check. So every day you check. So within the 1 week that you've done consistent checking, it's still between 150, 140, 150, 160. That is when medication is given in addition to the dietary aspect.
For those of you viewers out there, please go check and know it. You see, I keep saying that if you know the size of your shoes, you should know the size of your blood pressure. Go check and write it down. If it's going above, if you check again and it's going above, then you know what to do. If you stay within that space of the 140, 90, you require medical evaluation. Where you don't need to hit the 180, 120 for us to take you to emergency. So that is why we're doing this conversation this morning, to help all of us to be able to have a healthy lifestyle, and that is very, very important. Now, what are the most effective way to prevent hypertension?
All right, so the most effective way to prevent hypertension, with the first step I talk about predisposition, dietary.
Dietary.
Avoid fatty foods. avoid food that contains a lot of salt. You know, people at the table when they are eating, they feel that there is no. Then let me add a little bit salt. That's the killer.
like my friend from the NDC. We seated in the studio. When you bring the lice to want some more.
Yes, that's a killer. That's a real killer. Yes. You should use
like a movie where there's a killer bagola.
So we should avoid that completely. I mean, the salt that is used for the food is what you consume throughout the whole time. Then fatty foods. Well, fatty food does that. It causes high cholesterol.
Okay.
So when you do your cholesterol the labs, you where there's HDL and there's LDL. So the LDL is the bad cholesterol which the body produces, and we get it from our fatty foods. Then we have the HDL, which the body does not really produce. We get it from the healthy foods that we eat, our plant-based foods. And the salmon, the the seafoods, they give the good HDL. That is
so people doing like the tunas.
Yes,
they're doing the salmon.
Yes.
Those are the seafood.
Yes. So when it's higher, the bad cholesterol goes down. It's the bad cholesterol that causes the blockage of the tube. And when there's too much pressure, it bursts. Then it forms clots. And there's the clots that can go to the brain and cause stroke and other conditions. So you need to avoid a lot of like fatty foods. So when you go and do your cholesterol check and it's high, there are certain seafoods, even though I say it's good, certain seafoods you avoid, like the crabs, the lobsters, they contain quite an amount of cholesterol, which mostly we think they don't contain much. So you avoid that as much as possible. Then, as I said, you reduce your salt intake. Then you eat more of fiber-rich foods, like the wheat, the oats, our vegetables. All those things collectively help in giving us a healthy flow in our system. So you need to do that. Then you add the physical activities, which help burn a lot of fat within our system. Yeah.
Burning a lot of fat within our system. If someone is diagnosed today with hypertension, can it be cured or only managed?
So hypertension is managed. The moment you get hypertension, it's managed. So you take your medications and eat well. So as the BP level normalizes, what they do is that they reduce the dosage of the medications. But what people mostly do is that then when they see it's normalized for a long time, they stop.
So you're going to live on the medication for the rest of your life?
Yes, basically most of the time. Just that the dosage is really decreased.
Until you transit to
yes. Unless the BP level has gone so low, that is when they will take you off for some time. But with that, you still need to go for a regular checkup to make sure that you are always. So ideally, buy a BP apparatus, then be checking for yourself in the house.
053-715-8638. If you have any question, I just want to do maybe one or two questions on your mind you want to ask my specialist here, my clinical psychologist, my
dietitian
here to tell us exactly what you need to do if you're experiencing those palpitations and stuff. Please,
and headaches
regular headaches. Some as when you must go check because the point is that is there some common misconception around hypertension? Have you heard something like mystic around hypertension? That people have some misconception that people should avoid when it comes to hypertension?
No, I haven't really heard any misconception. That people don't, when they have hypertension, they don't believe that they have hypertension. Like you
don't expect that they should have it.
No, they don't expect they should have it at all.
They forget the lifestyle they have.
That is it.
Wow. 053-715-8638. We're bringing this conversation to an end, but if you have any question you want to ask my nutritionist from the Lekma Polyclinic, now metamorphosed to Polyclinic, you can ask now or forever hold your peace. Is that how to say it?
Yes.
I mean, what message would you give to people who feel healthy but have never checked their blood pressure?
Okay. So though you feel healthy, I think ideally the human body is like a car. We go for maintenance all the time. So we also need to maintain the body which God has created for us. So ideally, for regular checkup once in a year, some do it twice in a year, all the various checkup to make sure they are doing well.
You check, or you do full
profile of your body. But with the BP and glucose check, that is diabetes, at least for the sugar checking, you can do it like once every 3 months, But for the BP, ideally once every month. As I said, there's a lot of pressure in the system. Yes. So at least once a month, you just check.
My friend from the NDC who doesn't give me anything. Some cry pressure.
Yes. Do not get overstressed. Do not get angry excessively because someone is tempting you and all those things. Try to be happy. Yes, it really helps.
Angry.
Yes. The body, you know, when you're angry, your heart beats at an irregular pace and all those things.
I want to have peace. So sometimes when I see that this call will stress me, I won't pick it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah.
I just ignore.
Because it's killing a lot of people.
Well, if there is one habit every Ghanaian should adopt today, I'm just asking you to reduce the risk of hypertension. What will it be and why?
Okay. My first one is regular checkup.
Regular checkup.
Then the second one is lifestyle changes. If you're the type that do not really consider what you are putting in, you should be intentional about what you're taking within your system. Watch out for the unhealthy, the processed foods. We should watch out for it. We should eat our normal Ghanaian food, our MPC, our rice. They are healthy. We should consume those ones. We should limit the amount of oil that is on our stews. Because you see someone's food, so much oil. We should just try and minimize the amount of fat that we consume on a daily basis. Then salt. Moderate the salt you take. If you're having BP, if you like the Kobe's and all those things, I always tell my clients, soak it overnight. Make sure most of the salt contents are out. You use it for your stew, but do not consume the Kobe because you just want the feel and the taste of the flavor the Kobe puts in the stew.
But don't eat
the Kobe.
Of late, you see the Kobe's and the things that go to the seaside, go to the gutters, you see it being dry there, and there's another thing that we're consuming a lot of diseases in the system. And then we will say to ourselves, African gems are friendly. They are no more friendly now, they are more than dangerous. Now, growing up, that's a statement. African gems are friendly, but they are not. In Yamime, I'm a best friendly. They are the coffee, I'm a I'm here to bazookas. Finish it up. M3. Those are the germs I having. The viruses, the diseases. Prevention is better than cure. Somebody said I should ask you if I'm watching. Is that Chairman? Ask if I have 120/90. How do I make sure I maintain this?
So, as I said earlier, live a healthy life. You're eating, exercising, at least within a week, 4 times a week. Is it walking? Is it gym you want to do? Is it skipping? Whatever. Exercise.
Simple exercises.
Simple exercises
or walking.
help. Or walking helps. Then ensure that you avoid excessive intake of alcohol. Just moderation amount of alcohol. I didn't say don't take. You can take, but moderate amounts that you take. Do not get overstressed. Do not get angry because with people to keep your heart palpitation continuously when you see the person. You need to keep your heart very healthy to beat well for you. So basically, when you do these things, it should really help you. And you should also know that when you get, I always say hypertension and diabetes, they are brothers and sisters.
They work together.
They work together. When you get hypertension, you can get diabetes. When you get diabetes, you can get hypertension. So you ensure that you also, as you are trying to prevent hypertension, try as much as possible to prevent also getting diabetes as well, so that you become...
Prevention, you say, is always better than cure. And that's very important education this morning. This one from Kwesi. Kwesi says, Chairman, just ask one thing for me. I do a lot of walking. I trek. I sometimes don't use my vehicle. I trek to other places. Can I call that also as a form of exercise?
Yes, it's also another form of exercise because you are keeping the body active. You are not using your car, so you are trekking. So you are walking a longer distance, so your body is working for you. So it's also another form of exercise.
I believe that your question has been given an answer. Let me do this final one from Araba. He said, I'm watching you all the way from Cape Coast. I want to find out that as often as possible, if my family, there's someone who died due to hypertension, does that mean I can also become hypertensive?
Yeah, so as I said, one of the predisposition factor to getting hypertension is genetic predisposition. The family, so most when they come, is your mother having it? Is your father having it? Your grandmother wasn't having it. That means that it's in the family.
It's a systemic.
It's a systemic high in the family. So it means you need to check. For you, you have to be more intentional about checking your heart health than living a healthy lifestyle.
Checking your health, and also living a healthy lifestyle. Our sincere appreciation to Mrs.
Winifred Credido.
Mrs. Winifred Credido is our guest this morning from the Lekma Polyclinic. Hey, this I should call it Numa Polyclinic. But they've not given me a letter to be calling it Numa Polyclinic. When we're doing the official name changing, they didn't invite us, so it's still Lekma for us for sharing this valuable insight on hypertension prevention. Today discussion reminds us that high blood pressure is often a silent condition, but its consequences can be life changing. The good news is that prevention begins with simple daily choices: eating a balanced diet, reducing the salt intake, staying physically active, maintaining a healthy weight, avoiding tobacco, limiting alcohol, managing stress, and getting enough rest, and having your blood pressure checked regularly. I mean, these are the takeaways I picked from the conversation. Remember that knowing your blood pressure number should save your life or the life of someone you love. Don't wait until the symptoms appears. Make a routine screening a priority. I'm giving you the takeaway from the conversation. Now I want to thank you also for joining us for this important health conversation. We hope and we look forward that today's discussion has empowered you to take positive steps towards a healthy lifestyle. Once again, thank you to you.
Thank you. Indulge one minute.
Yes, there's something.
Yes, there's something I need
that nearly escaped me. That has to do with the
breastfeeding week celebration.
Breastfeeding week celebration.
Yes.
How is it going?
So it started on the 1st of August. It will end on the 7th of August.
Oh, so we have like some
few days.
Some few days.
Yes.
Today is 4th.
Today is 4th.
So 4th, 5th, 7th.
Yes.
So let's say some 4 more days to go on the World Breastfeeding
Week celebration. We just want people out there, parents out there, mothers out there to know that it's important to breastfeed your children. From 0 to 6 months, at least you do exclusive breastfeeding. Then after 6 months, you add other food plus breastfeeding, because breast milk plays a very important role when it comes to the health of the children. So we can do it at the workplace, we can do it at home, but in order for it to be successful, we need the support of the whole family, and we need the support of the workplace. So we are encouraging the workplace to have corners called breastfeeding corners, where mothers can bring in their babies to breastfeed them, because ideally by 2-3 months they are supposed to go back to work, and it becomes a challenge for mothers to breastfeed when they have to go back to work. So if there are places allocated for mothers to breastfeed, it will help in promoting exclusive breastfeeding that we are always talking about, which will keep our baby healthy, stronger, and prevent them from getting sick on a regular basis. So this week is a breastfeeding week celebration. So let's tell everyone, let's encourage our mothers to breastfeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you for this important conversation. Stay with us on the Morning Focus, because after the break, we turn our attention to another important national conversation as our studio guest. One is already seated. We have a debate on internal democracy in Ghana's political parties. Is the delegate system still serving the people? Don't go away. We will be right back.
Have you been struggling with a health condition for years or tried different treatments but nothing seems to work?
At Balsam of Gilead Herbal Hospital, there's real hope for you.
We specialize in both acute and chronic conditions using effective, trusted herbal formulas.
From epilepsy and autism to typhoid, ulcers, and arthritis, we treat them all.
I came here with diabetes and hypertension. Today, I feel strong and alive again.
My eyesight was failing due to glaucoma. Now, I see clearly again.
Stroke recovery is possible here. We combine therapy and herbal treatment for results.
Dr. Michael Nyako, CEO of Balsam of Gilead Herbal Hospital. Balsam of Gilead Herbal Hospital, we have been in existence for about 33 years. We treat chronic diseases like cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, liver cancer, all sorts of cancers. We treat diabetes, whether that's diabetes solve. We do treat hypertension and a lot of chronic diseases. That's what we do treat. Balsam of Gilead Herbal Hospital, we've laid down guidelines of horticultural practice that monitors the processes and the sources of our herbs to ensure quality and potency of herbal medicine in properly treat underlying causes of diseases. So I will encourage the general public, if you want good herbal medicine for your health treatment, turn to Balsam of Gilead Herbal Hospital.
They treat syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis B and C, and autoimmune hepatitis effectively.
At Balsam of Gilead, we don't just treat symptoms. We eradicate the root cause.
After years of infertility, we finally have our baby.
All thanks to Balsam of Gilead's fibroid treatment. No surgery needed.
This diabetic sore wouldn't heal for months, but now it's complete.
It's completely gone.
We treat lipedema, chronic sores, cancer sores, and many more complex conditions. I was losing hope with prostate issues, but now I feel renewed and confident again.
We ensure purity and potency in every single batch we produce.
We blend traditional herbal knowledge with modern medical science to restore life. We are an award-winning herbal hospital dedicated to giving you the best results. If you've tried everything else, don't give up.
Come to Balsam of Gilead. There's hope here.
Visit us opposite Darkman Police Station, Accra, until God's kingdom is established on earth, where no resident will say, I am sick. Balsam of Gilead Herbal Hospital, restoring health, renewing hope.
Balsam of Gilead Herbal Hospital.
Mema wakwaba eba Muta Motors. Yeye wo number one stop shop. Ema wo car related needs nyina. Eba no repairs, maintenance, diagnostics. Ema car brands ahodo nyina. Ebi te se Toyota, Nissan, Hyundai, any Korea class ahodo nyina. Yebe siesie abo akoma toyem. Eba no comprehensive range of services. Ebi te se car repairs, spare parts supply, and the diagnostics. Yeye wo number one. Enhwe baby a. Yen spare parts shop no ewa boso kai ogina faako na wato cars ho nyoma nyina ewu hiempo so be kwa ko chinchini esa wani mu fifira bre afei ye home and office services nyina
e pa chew enya Accra ape se be de wo Ghana bia o kasa yi a because your workers no doso wo frɛ ya ye ba be faka no ana se ba be ye no ye ba na se wo se timi no wa ye be ya mo se wo se di ba garage so ye di be ba nti be de car ne be se bia wa ha bobodi ya se obefre Muta Motors your number ba ku pa na meka na 0244 451 776 mpacho wo hwe ye kire kwan ya ne se bia ebe ha wo de ko Google map na bo mutamotos edu beba ye garage apepepa umbre hu kra.
Se wo shoshe reliable and trustworthy auto repair services men shoshe baby Motor Motors ya ba mau ya office e wa Blakema New Town. Motor Motors, we are the best.
My sister, what's wrong? Young boy, here. I better not go back on. Into me crowd. And what would I want to be? Yari Bang. Go? No.
A shen noni juice.
Noni what?
A shen noni juice.
Tell them we are coming.
Gucci, I have a surprise for you.
Hey, sister, so what is your party now over there, sister? Me to be called Makuma,
No, not that. I said I have a surprise for you. Haven't you heard of
a shen noni juice?
Try it and see.
Now only Peter's Bell. Peter's Bell. Sister, Mrs. Movie Mugi, me Peter's Bell, no, Mama, no, West Island.
And how? We saw this, you know, a back of it. Or no,
a shen noni juice.
Me kwadi, matuni di anjirikwa. Jina kosona ho.
Outside of all times.
A shen noni juice.
Don't worry, I'll get you guys some. Okay?
A shen noni juice.
And we're friendly now, baby.
A shen noni juice.
The solution to all your problems.
Noni, hey, a shen noni juice. Noni juice. A shen noni. A shen noni juice. A shen noni juice. Wapon with tea edro. A shen noni juice. Wayaresa edro. A shen noni juice. A bibidro kwajia. Bronye drobia frem. Na eyema ushina.
All right, so welcome back from the break. You're still live on the Morning Focus. We're coming to you from our studios on the 10th Avenue Extension, Great Estate, Nungwa Adogono. It's a pleasure to be with us this morning, and I'm grateful for being joined by a friend and a brother in the person of Morgan Yao Atipo. He's a communication team member of the ruling National Democratic Congress, the NDC. We're waiting for Edu Sechi, who speaks for the opposition MPP, the mighty 87, right? You know, political parties, we all believe, are the engines of every democracy. The quality of national leadership often begins with the quality of leadership elected within the political parties. How parties choose their leaders, parliamentary candidates has far-fetching consequences for governance, accountability, and as well as public confidence in democracy. For decades, Ghana's major political parties have rallied on or rely on the delegate system, where selected delegates vote, and also few people are selected. To supporters argue that the system is practically unmanageable. Critics also contend that it has become subtle for vote buying, patronage, and also the maligning of some ordinary party members. As calls for political reforms continue to grow, many are asking whether the delegate system still reflects the democratic aspirations of party members, or whether it is time to adopt a more inclusive electoral model, taking into account what happened at the Supreme Court, where it's asking parties to expand the internal process and allow any party member that is in good standing. So first, that today I want to use one stone, since you're here with me, one stone to kill two birds. We'll look at the corruption aspect of so that our first intake is the internal democracy in Ghana's political parties. Is the delegate system still serving the people? And once again, let me welcome my guest into the studio. He's also a Thursday born. So Morgan Yao Atipo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's good to see you. You're looking good.
Thank you.
I like your shirt.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's good to have you. Now, what are the strengths? I know you've had the argument about the issues that boils down to the delegate system. You know, we have some comrades who took it to the courts. Dr. Nyaho Temaklo, the others who supported this. And then finally, over the weekend, before we go into weekend last week, the Supreme Court spoke as a look, it's a 5-2 against it and said, you need to expand it to include any member of the party who is in good standing. What are the strengths? Let me begin from this angle. What are the strengths of the delegate system, and why has it survived so long, now that we're calling for reforms in our way of our democracy?
Yeah, thank you. I may say most of the major political parties in Ghana practice this delegate system. This delegate system has its own merit and demerit. One of the strong side of the delegate system is very efficient and easy to manage.
Okay, very efficient and easy to manage. Okay,
because the numbers are small.
But that's not, it's not a conduit for people to buy votes.
Yes, but that is the demerit side of the delegate system.
Of the delegate system.
But the merit side of the delegate system is that it's efficient and easy to manage because the numbers are small.
Okay.
And it's very easy to mobilize.
Okay.
Political parties thrives on mobilization. And if you want to mobilize your core base and the numbers are small, within some twinkle of eye, you are there. Yes, that's one side of the delegate system. And then the second one is delegate system allows you to select your core supporters, those who are diehard.
Are they right standing? Because we've heard the hula balloon that comes with the point that and the album have been tilted. They've included some people who are supposed to vote for me. You know, there's sort of kind of machinations.
Oh yes.
When it gets to that.
Yes. That's the other side of it. That's the odd side of it. So the good side is that you'll be able to select your core supporters because you vie for the little number. And you can actually investigate them and know that this number is for me. Now, we, the NDC, we attempted expanding the delegate system to include anybody who registered at the branch. You know, we have, in Ghana, we have police stations. Yeah. Elections are conducted at police stations.
So you have police
stations. So we have branch executives.
Branch executives, okay.
You understand? Each police station have branch executives. Now, we attempted to expand the branch executives to include anybody who registered at the branch. When we tried it, we encountered a lot of problems.
What are some of the problems?
The major problem is infiltration.
Okay.
Infiltration. Once, you see, in some constituencies, if you could see that NDC has upper hand in the constituency, in some constituencies, MPP has upper hand. So what they do is that if they know you are conducting your branch election, they push their members there. So their members come and register normal as if they are NDC people or as if they are MPP people. So once you register them, they are entitled to vote. So they will go and select a candidate that they think their party can beat.
Okay. So it happens from both sides?
It happens for the both sides. You see? So because of that, we have to reduce the numbers. Now, each police station, a branch, we have 9 executives. So each branch in Ghana, we have 999 executives. I know that of my opponent, the MPP, and their own is less. But for NDC, we are almost there. Now, one of the bad sides of this delegate system is, because of the numbers, is the vote buying.
Well, people can come. Okay, so let's say I'm going with you, and I know that constituency, only 900 people are there. So if I get even 455, I have won. So he will come those 455 for that he get 445, but he wins.
That is the odd side of the delegate system. You know, everything has the good side and the bad side. The bad side of this delegate system is the vote buying. Because if you're a politician and you are contesting, you can do your calculation. I know the number of votes that you need to win. If you get 50 plus 1, you're almost there. So you can go there and get your money, your loan, whatever you want, then go and buy the vote. You can even come there and make sure that you get that kind of vote. So one of the bad side of the delegate system is the vote buying.
But that's no. So if the vote buying, does that reflect genuinely represent the views of the grassroots as well? Does it genuinely represent the views of the grassroots? Because maybe I don't want A as a grassroots person, but because of the delegate system, you bring me the A.
You see, what happened is that with this delegate system, money can influence a lot of decisions.
Okay.
With this delegate system, because once money exchange hand,
so more or less,
likely you may get what you want.
So more or less, you're telling us the delegate system has brought this money politics.
Yes, because you could see that sometimes they'll be conducting this kind of primaries in constituencies. You see contenders, contestants sharing television set, fridge, a whole lot of them. But assuming we have the numbers that are more, there is no way you can meet everybody with that television set. You can't. There is no way you can do it. There is no way. So one odd side of the delegate system is the vote buying, and that one is real.
It happens.
It happens. It happens everywhere. It happens in all the major political parties. It happens. And another odd side is the infiltrate. Another odd side is once you buy votes, it can lead to corruption.
Definitely, you need to make ends meet.
Yes,
you need to recall.
Because once you pay the money for the vote and you get there, you must also work and recoup your money. So it always leads to corruption. And it also leads to neglection of the grassroots.
Constituency as well.
Yes, the grassroots. Because after I've already paid, I've already given you money. So why do I have to be accountable?
Oh, so that's why it comes to the point that even if the grassroots is crying, you don't see it.
Yes, because you ask
you sold the road development.
You sold your even vote.
Oh my goodness.
You sold your vote.
Oh my goodness.
So,
oh my goodness.
On what account will you go and hold the person accountable? Because you have already collected money from him. You see? So the decision by the Supreme Court is a welcome decision, and it will be good if all political parties work with it. The complaint that we're hearing from the system is that it's going to be very expensive. It's going to be very expensive, but I have not yet calculated or analyzed how it's going to be very expensive. Because once you work to a branch, you are interviewed, you are vetted, and your names are put in the register, you are qualified to vote. I don't know how expensive it's going to be.
You know, there was this session that came with, I think, one of the fellows of the CDD, and that says that the Electoral Commission should have a system whereby if you're going to register, you register, definitely you know your political party you want to vote for. So once you register, you key in to know that I'm for this party. That's about people's mind can change at any point in time.
No, that's not feasible.
But I was saying that cannot be feasible.
That's not feasible because, you see, there are some people that don't belong to any party. They are called floating voters.
The floating voters.
Floating voters can be with one political party, party A. But next election can be with a party B.
Because of the condition.
Yes. And there are some people, they would like to listen to the political parties to know exactly what message they have for them before they vote for them. So for you to register and indicate that, oh, I'm voting for NDC, I'm voting for MPP, it's not feasible. No, sir,
this is my party.
Yes, it's not feasible.
It's not feasible. Yes. It's going to be very difficult. Yes. Now, but the point
because is... there are even founders of political parties who at certain time switch
to vote for their opponents.
Yes.
For the fact that I know this leader is fantastic.
Yes.
He might not be in my party, but I still love him.
That is it. So it's not feasible for us to do that. But that is not feasible at all. It's not.
Now, I just want to come to this level that if you look at what is happening in our body politics, and if you go into the parliament, the chamber, is it about time for the parliament or the electoral commission to play any role in regulating the internal party elections?
In the chamber, in parliament?
No, I'm saying that should parliament or the electoral commission, play any role in regulating internal party elections?
Yes, I may say electoral commission has been playing a role because I've never seen any internal election without the electoral commission. So far, what I've witnessed so far in my life, electoral commission has always played a role. But as to the regulation, I don't know the extent that they regulate. Because political parties have their own constitutions and their own bylaws.
Now, what the electoral commission comes to do is to supervise the election.
That is it.
They don't have any internal process.
So, if we want the electoral commission to now be the regulator of our internal elections and our internal democracy, then it's something that they have to send to parliament to pass a bill.
Yeah, that's why I was asking that question. It's not about time for us to see this.
And you see, one thing about political party and party system is that things change. You know, party systems is dynamic.
Okay.
We change with time. There are things that we do, maybe we can do this year, next year we'll not be able to do them. Maybe things will happen differently.
Okay.
And if there should be a statute or a law regulating us, the law will be defined because we are rapidly growing.
You keep evolving.
Yes, we keep evolving. So I don't think that one too will be feasible. I don't think so. You understand? I don't think so. Because what they can do is to be regulating our elections. I think to that point it's okay. But to go more than that, I don't know how they're going to manage it, but it will not be feasible.
But looking at the delegate system, is this something we can also look at as a nation going forward for political parties to improve their transparency, their fairness, and also credible in selecting leadership?
The only transparency we can have in selection of our leaders is what the Supreme Court has just said. Because, you know, what happens, I'll tell you practical things.
Give me practical things.
You see, in this delegate system, especially in branches, let me speak for the NDC. You know, when our branches, we have 999 executives. These 99 executives come together to elect the constituency executives. So the constituency executives come together to elect the regional executives. The constituency executives, together with the regional executives, elect
the national
executives. But in presidential, the 99 branch executives, in addition to the constituency, the national and the regional, elect
the
presidential. So in this case, what politicians normally do is that they try to fix people who can help them win their constituency elections at the branch.
Okay.
So they try to put people that will be favorable to their candidature. And by that, they are always assured of getting a favorable outcome, because you know that those are the people who are going to vote for you. And you have about maybe 191 branches. So if you can get your friends, your families, your people that are kind to you to get their name on the register, being the branch executive, you are sure of getting enough votes. You see? But if we have expanded delegate system, that maybe a branch is having about 300 executives or registered members, another branch will deceive. It will be very difficult for you. You can smuggle all your people because they are all your people, fine, but they can't get you that needed vote to cross. So for transparency, the expanded delegate system is the best.
It will bring some fairness.
But for presidential, what NDC is practicing now is fairly okay, because gone were the days that it's only constituency executives, regional executives, and national executives that will go and vote for the presidential primaries. But now the branch executives are also involved. So it gives that kind of how am I going to put it? It gives the candidates. I mean, once we are elected, it means we are good.
Okay.
Yes, it means we are good.
With expanded.
Yes, yes, it means we are good so far.
Will it bring some merit as to those who?
So far for the NDC, it's bringing some merit. Even though we want to expand more, but it's bringing some merit so far. So far, because our delegate system, even our numbers are more than that of the MPP. Yeah, we are more than, it will be more up to 100,000 more or something than the MPP. So at least we are getting the needed result before this Supreme Court decision, come. So we will work with the Supreme Court decision and see how far we can expand our own too. Yeah.
Quite interesting. For our viewers out there, you can share your thoughts with us on this on 0537158638. 0537158368 is the numbers via SMS or WhatsApp messages to us, and then we'll read it. You can also add your voices when you make of it. We're looking at the issue that has to do with expansion of. But the point is that, although with this expansion, the Supreme Court has recommended that the status quo is that everybody in good standing should be allowed to vote. But even in the national elections, still people pay.
For that of the national election,
even people pay without large numbers. Even people still pay.
To be frank, I've never seen any national election that either the presidential candidate will go and camp the electorate somewhere and be paying.
No, it's not about going to camp them. Now, electronic wise, they can tell you this. They know that.
But so far, even though we've been accusing each other of vote buying, but it's seriously expensive.
Expensive to do.
Because Ghana, our voter register is containing almost, is it 17 million?
Yeah.
A little above 17 million. And for you to buy 50 plus 1 will be roughly 8.5 million, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It's going to be very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. Even though some constituencies, the MPs and co can do some few, vote buying, but it will be very, very difficult for you to pay for almost about 8.5 million. Very, very expensive for you. Very, very expensive for you. What they do is to share some items to some market women, some kayayes, some.
No, but sometimes you get SMS that directs you to go to see Mr. So and so or this person for X amount of money.
Yes, it happens, but I'm not sure it cut across the whole country.
Even the national.
Yes.
So they can look at the regional, and then they do it regional basis.
Yes, you can do that on regional basis, but still it's very, very expensive.
Because currently our register is almost getting about 19 million.
Yes.
18,000, 18,774, 159 voters.
Yes. So if you want to target 50 plus
with 18.64, 18.64811 on a biometric.
Yes.
Then we have the special votes, 121,000. So in all, we are almost about 19 million.
Yes. So if you want to win and you want to target 50 plus 1, you want to pay for 50 plus 1, it's quite a money. And I don't think any political party will be able to do that.
I mean, to
buy 50 plus 1.
We nearly have 19 million Ghanaians vote.
Yes. So how much are you going to pay? 50 plus 1? It's actually very, very expensive. You can target a region. Normally what political parties do is that maybe they target a certain constituency.
Okay.
That this constituency, looking at the dynamics, if they work harder, they can get the seat. For that, they will try to buy votes some way or the other.
Maneuver their way.
Do
their machine.
But the whole country, for you to pay for 50 plus 1 is quite expensive. It's quite expensive.
Even if you're doing 100 cities.
It's quite expensive. Quite expensive. You can do targeting based on constituency that you do your analysis. You think you can get your votes. If you're able to grease their palm, fine. There are some regions and constituencies, no matter what you pay, still, they can't vote for you.
It will change.
Yes, they can't vote for you. But so you can do the vote buying based on
they will still go and take the money.
They will take it. It's Ghana money. So you see this. It's not in dollars. It's cities. So it's our money.
It's our money. So they should enjoy the cities, isn't it?
It's cities.
Well, before I continue with the conversation, I think my phone is blazing. Callers want to enjoy the conversation. So let's go to the phone line and then hear a word or two. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
Morris.
Yeah, Mr. Morris, it's you. Amen.
Now, the American says, or maybe a moyer thing. The moyer deep, papa. Into Namikasa. Someone enough for a ton 15 or else 15 million. They now dollars to sit here and they dollars to sit here. They say the petrol need to. As most of them say, dollar number form. Dollar number form, they was a petrol in my bathroom. Am I on high? Now, some back one band around focus is to say, but they come a compo pass. Now, winning. They say, NDC the Abase. They mean, the Yami Coco, and then you. Let me present me tell you the new fancy be tied. Let me tell it about. Let me buy you secondary school with my children and Mamma. As I was saying, make no room more man from a dim in the Oh, man, Penny Mamma, they beg a share or they beg an up. This is what that done for Yako Obama. There was nothing what day near. So maybe I'm not your bread. Tell me, didn't cook for me for Tebra. Just a tell it about. Me making my stars here. Assassinate me, and Namasa, my mother to some body property. Me make for Tanya Menebula. Just a tell it about. Hey, woman, Penny Mamma, son or that on your bed. Don't can we say, Emre Yinkas. Emre Yinkas, they have got here. Where CCH and Sat be a key farmer. Say, we're Libyan Minkasa. Now, you want now. That is to Abama, no, that I say, you move. A quite a first a Pamon, a bear now. Now, class young we say, almost say, or more majority of parliament in the Omedania and maybe no much cannot be Ghana for. Because so many Ghana was getting a deal of boy. So, because almost majority. The commitment, you know, you say number there, okay, I come out of Obama. But I have to say, the more by you do some more man, Mama time, across some more time in Ano, as a good abono. And now you crave or see you crave figure and you crave power. Now, you don't point and top, you can't buy food and also possible. One penny, Mama, one way, boss, Yami, push it out.
That's it. That's it. I'm not pay my first caller coming.
There is some education that we have to give to some of our viewers. You see, the S-pump price for our...
Definitely it will go up. It has nothing to do with the rates.
Yes, so we have 3 elements that goes into the calculation of the S-pump price. The price of the crude oil in the international market.
Okay, just hold it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's Honorable.
Honorable Joe, let's hear you.
Yes, Colin. Thank you very much. I yes, is doing
the topic. I would start by saying that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has done by reducing the price of diesel is a lifting effect. And that is why that lifting and seeing the fuel price. I think it's very commendable. Unlike the previous year, when we used to have a president who never listened to Ghanaians, who never had mercy for. So, no matter what, so far so good, Mahama managed the economy 99.9% far better than that. Now to your topic. Yes, concerning the delegate, for me, actually, the delegate system, I would say, is good and bad. Because if you look at it, politicians will maneuver their way to buy delegates for the small number of delegates. And they will maneuver their way. But if you look at the funding of what the people or the people are seeing, you see, that one is married. What we experience from that. Some candidates went to vote NPP members. Those who are not party members, they registered before they wanted them to vote in their favor. And what other thing was that the content has moved to other areas. People will go and bring foreigners. Those who are not even Ghanaians, because they want to do political power, they will bring foreigners to register. So I want to say to people, bring them to vote for them to use. Then in the rural constitution, you have to that there is to have some families that they make the entire country. They are very little. So what it means is that the one who is coming from the largest family will be the beneficiary. But his family members to make sure that his family members register to get the membership card. It means that one person or one family is using the country continuously. So these are some of the what we have to say, demerits of what the court has said. The neglect of the grant, yes, you see, the delegate is good, but where you put the real party, the loyalty, those who are giving them, because before you become a delegate, the branch will have to know you very well. So if a member they know, and if you are not good, you know. So for me, the delegate is good. And our plan that they maintain, but try to do something to minimize the vote buy. In short, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Joe, all the way from the Northern Regional Capital, Tamale, also joining us this morning. Fuel prices are typically determined by a combination of international market forces, government taxes, and local distribution costs. So the global price of crude oil is the starting point, and when crude prices rise, fuel prices usually increases. Ghana imports mostly refined products, petrol, diesel, LPG. So the international prices of these refined fuels is more relevant than crude oil prices. It's also another thing. Now, since petroleum products are purchased in US dollars, a weaker Ghana cedis means importers pay more in cedis in terms of increasing pump prices. Then shipping, insurance, and port handling, storage costs are added before the fuel reaches the country. So all these things plays parts. Now, if you come to taxes and levies, this can make up a significant portion of the pump price. They include energy sector levy, road fund levy, energy debt recovery levy, price stabilization and recovery levy, sanitation and pollution levy, special petroleum tax, primary distribution margin where applicable, VAT and related statutory charges, depending on applicable regime. So all this thing comes into play. Now, this cover the cost and profit of the bulk oil distribution companies, the DBCs, then the oil marketing companies, the OMCs, the transport, the fuel station operators. So the distribution and marketing margins are also there. Before you come to the regulatory fees, where the charge are collected by a sector regulators and agencies to oversee the petroleum industry. Then we have the strategic stabilization costs, where some changes help maintain fuel security, support strategic reserves, and also cushion the market against price volatility. So to simplify this, the international refined fuel price, freight insurance and import costs, exchange rates, taxes and levies, distributions and marketing margins, and regulatory charges all are embedded in the fuel we buy. So under Ghana, the deregulation petroleum prices, the oil marketing company review prices periodically, often every 2 weeks, based mainly on changes in the world prices, movement in the Ghana cedi against the US dollar, change in government taxes or levies, and also adjustment in operational and distribution costs. So if international oil prices fall but the cedi weakens, should consumers still expect lower fuel prices, or does the exchange rate have a greater influence on the global oil market? These are the questions we need to be asking ourselves.
Yes, and those things that you read, the government has control over the taxes, and then the cedi.
The cedi.
But for the international crude price, the government has no control. Yes, so. The caller blaming President Mahama. President Mahama hasn't done anything. Even had it not been that even our city is very strong.
A president has asked that the MPA takes 2 cities of the diesel.
Yes, yes.
So the diesel
I think that means they are suspending some of the taxes.
Yeah.
You see, it means he has control over those elements. But for the international market price, the president has no control. And that was 3 days ago. I learned Iran threw one of the missiles again, and they resumed the hostility.
Once it throws,
yes, American and the petrol price increased up to almost about 10%. See, so let's pray that that crisis will go down, so that we can also, because the thing is, Ghana, we import our petroleum products.
Yeah.
Yes, we import them.
We import the refined products.
And another caller is complaining about cutting down of their cocoa trees.
Yeah.
You see, one thing is that
you need to ask permission.
It's not for you to ask permission. The thing is, now Galamseyers can just walk into any cocoa and cut down the cocoa trees. I don't know whether they do it in collaboration with the cocoa farmers.
People sell it.
Yes. So now the government want to prevent that. So if you want to cut down your cocoa trees, either for a disease or something on the cocoa tree, the extension officers are always close by. They are always with you. Yes. But for the avenue for you to just sell off your cocoa farm for the Galamseyers, I think that's what the government is trying to prevent. You are not, nobody is controlling you, or nobody is telling you what to do. But what we want to prevent is the Galamsey.
Right. Prevention of Galamsey brings me to my next question, talking about this internal things that is happening. What reforms would you recommend in terms of this Supreme Court ruling in our next electoral cycle?
Yes, the reform that I would like to recommend is all political parties, those who have, all political parties have their registered members at the branch. They have already.
Okay, so then
all serious political parties in Ghana, they have their members already.
They have their data.
Yeah, they have their data. Okay. So if they want to prevent infiltration, they can call everybody and vet them. Maybe find a way of vetting them and then selecting those who are loyal to be the primary data, the final data. And by that, we can use it for our next election.
But you know, Honorable Joe was saying that he would love the delegate system to be retained. But that's a cocoa.
It's easy to manage. And you can easily mobilize. You see, and it helps a lot of politicians, especially if you have the cash. You can easily go through.
But but that brings us to the point where people who really want to serve, because of they don't have the money.
Yes,
they
look, I agree with you perfectly. I've always been saying that those who are supposed to rule us, for us to develop this country, they don't get the opportunity to be there because they don't have the financial muscles to get there. And you see, gone were the days that political sponsorship is based on ideas.
Yeah.
In villages, before the community will sponsor you, the kind of ideas you have, the kind of thing that you do. So people would like to sponsor you based on your ideas that you want to bring on board. But now people are sponsoring you because they need something back. They need contracts, they need shortcuts, they need a whole lot of things. So political sponsorship too is becoming a problem. Because the person who is giving you the money knows that if you become a minister, you become a president, you become a vice president, or whatever, you are going to, there will be things going through the back door. See? So, if you want to stop this thing, we have to look at the whole structure holistically. You see, because those who are supposed to get there, they don't have the money. And they can't get there. They can't get there. That's the system we have inherited, and that's the system we are practicing.
But you think with this call from the Supreme Court, is it going to realign us?
Yes.
To come to the level to see, okay, we can do things
yes,
right.
Because it's going to help us produce good candidates, those who have the country at heart, and those who would like to do something good for Ghana, even though they don't have money. And those are the people that we want, not people who have money and they would like to wash their money through politics. Not that. So I think it's going to help a lot because there are brilliant, good guys who can help in their communities. But because of how expensive politics is, they don't want to venture. So I think with this expanded delegate system, it will produce us some good candidates.
Producing us some good candidates. 0537158638 is the numbers. I wanted to quickly run through some other conversation with you on this on a platform that has to do with the policies of corruption and why do anti-corruption battles often become partisan. But let me pick this call and then we'll come back to that conversation. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Morning. Well, I think I'm not getting the person, but you know, there's this politics of corruption. Why do anti-corruption battles often becomes partisan? It's something that I find difficult to understand, in the sense that corruption remains one of Ghana's most greatest obstacles to national development, and every administration promises to fight it. Yet public confidence often.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Minya.
Yeah, morning, Boga.
I want to say.
Yamia Domo now as well.
That's what. And no idea what train you're supposed to be in. And you are boyata bo because already the many to we need to read that straight before. A film now, you know, a family and a mother family say. Now did you hear some of the touch and you about this? Diam ya de do price to the community. In and set at Nina Baba. Party officials. But you never manage and leave Papa. Now, in the Popans, the bow on crime. And we can call the part car. The moment you a postal car, let you be medical statements or crime. I'm not. Okay, because I think we are so young people. We need only just 1 year a month. I especially from Cotonou. I could be from the border. So One attacker a combat, of the room. The best young son, maybe I first will become be any year. What is it, massive in crime? Something and a cup of bed and a slap by. Anyway, yet, man. But the especially. Can I forgot the vocal for the can you do attempt to MPT? One wonders what you want to find, so close, a call the whole time. Working up so far, to provide the bloody time. Especially for the great many new captain, part of the boss ball because much than I need. The point international man, take a kind of Papa. Not a woman, the money 10 million who are support to a band. A very normal records. Ninkasa special dry and Ninkasa and canoe, the Papa. We are Susan, dear. Yada no one to connect. Collegos, some to part 12. And then going to move a man to uncle. Jiroku, when you call Ubio, Nigerian Jibia for Jiroku, because they cannot put a blue call Nigeria. But the money Yaya, and then when you didn't cancel almost cancel the state, I did not have a million. So, I found out over 2 young men, baby, I walk a honor, if a 2 young woman not very low. A conversation, I'm in Kumata, about 1 time of me as averaging. A dog was so. A dog was one and one as a walk. And then he went up on 2 years, and he Ghana. We were not getting normal break that to okay, Kara, when you want to find what you have baby and a papa, you are saying 10 million credit. Share I did a course on him. Let him remove one. And you doesn't need your home because look at car. Central media for the Omanka. And in Fubiso at the payroll, so Omanka. I saw for one from the kind of also at the payroll, so one more is a tree. On my dear, it's a piano, and Queen, can the same people in this in so how we can just say, and you can bomb the Kumiha. If we can just amount with the young small boy. Because who learn the more home, I'm going to see now. I'm from the area, I can not put you below. Or not to one about Papa, but we map on Papa. I'm so you're by you. But yet, for first person will go home. It's a good boy. Why young actually could move? Oh, share, not to expect you, not to find. If we abandon people, abandon the first one. At the camp of Nanago, at the 2 years. You must be so polite. It will be a 7 months. You could be 18 years, 7 months. Again, I'm penny your brother.
Okay.
Oh, I'm beginning this one. We are wonderful. We got something for this case. And then you see from by women will be on this car. And you see from by to be on this car. But we are so. Because I had the idea to this year. We are down for coming. We papa and we will be Nana and we will. Oh, we be power shame will be no shows in our corner. Or sometimes one don't a party fellow in the room. In the younger one come. No more until my Ghana.
Right, Bogey, that's your pray. Have a good morning out there. Obian anyhow. Is that not it? That's life. Life goes on. I was asking because we know corruption has become one of the greatest obstacles to national development. Every administration promises to fight it. Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning.
AB.
A patron, AB.
Akwetiafo want to say.
Bia hoye, akwetiafo so chiachiam.
Yeji won so.
Benyamiase.
AB bonite oni anko.
Hey, ada na me de merema o se bonite wi. O de mesraw. Mami flow kakra wai.
AB.
Mami nchia woni wadwuma efo na mi nchia masa sedu. Na me nkom asem so. Ayi afa me nuanu ma MPP fo ho. Me de bia meka. Me se no kra e ba akopɛ o. Na se wo so be san no kra ho na watwa ntoro aga na fo nim ne ekɔ. Obi ba na obekasa aso to aba nso to aba o. Se ye ka greedy mu greedy a MPP aban e na ye greedy. hwe omo kakra omo bokomase ba bi kra na eye mareho chama won't be say wato 900 wato cargo car 75 say sika no ntumi fa nye komase kwan agenda 111 na ntumi ye hospital na ndc abanje ama mo no kan ntumi ye ayi go do de kira mo me say aye mo de aban bi aba odiga na sika ye ka to omo ton abro ni be ye MPP o nkomo ton ene to na ye adwuma de ma ye no enya aban papa hwe sika pudro mo de kotu amana bubu a judges for dan ne ho nkro ne ba aba amana de ato ho sabi adwen no common sense tan yoma we nyina wo ho a enka mo agana we bubu egu akwakoba amana wo say ya de papa aban papa na wa ba no no ye mpuntundwuma be mo aka so gleme kura o mo asi e de ato mfi se sugar factory kra mu eno kra mo bepe mo ja mu twesika mo de ko hye mu a mo ja to ho na mo aba na sika di pualugu da mo agi hu sika mo anye eno no ya aban papa ma mo on MPP chese mi hu ne ha nkrofa se Ghana ne ye omodea na nipa da se need to me greedy e to me fa sika eye ne ope o mbia Ghana mbia mo kasa MPP fo no ene de ya aban papa ya chemu na mo di akire se na na mo nyina mo ya kronfo mo pe ne ya ekoso no nso ye be chemu enya no na ebe ya ye be jai mu kro no bi obi abo ye be chemu mo na mo ba ya abro nye se wo ma che NDC for 20 ahe na NDC na ya kronfo NDC for de mo nya nipa obo de mo nya nipa ho but mo de mo di bone ne ya bone chama wuntumi nsuano mo ni twia ene ba ko itu aso twa ayi small boy a obeye politics o dan ko afọ wo bie ayi ahe 5 ana sika no mo de ende kana oforiata enkokoro sika ebi kura wu be se no je 10% MPP for na mo enfa eno na ya ban papa on aban papa ba o ye nyoma ye ende watiti petrol so ni ade a nyoma nko yie no se ena ni se ba ye ena o ye de na mo so mo ba ye na mo be ye den mo be di sika mudi yesika ko amana eye mamo oh MPP never retain Ghana fo enku mo papa Ghana fo enku mo trust mo control suku enti mo kasa hi gegegege go baka so tasa mi hu me say ayi align fi mo party ni mo no oh mo party ni be egu se mo ka no kore MPP mo nya no kore ka fo mo ya to Ghana fo enku ADC all the way Moni nyame nya adwuma no pe ni chia me ma pe ni Jondama ni ma papa bi ombo adwuma
yeah that's AB anope why are you smiling what's funny
your callers are wow.
They're very interesting callers, isn't it? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good
morning, sir. But we feel free
what's your TV no summer, TV no volume no coffee, Mr.
But already, many just my friend. I'm sure you so. I'm on your same year, but where your friend is, Nana, I'm on your same year, your car near say, would you buy us or Bekirika and now to a talk and then no never be Kumaki to me on your president and your government. It's not the course, and you, but another check the piano over cancer one by the anyway. On the they Ghana the Queen now be a Tia now be a Kuya. How much yes, 3 young go there on one papa and Christian. Don't poor manu, one poor manu, dear. Injina no fire no table. You never manage Kakabia, obviously, Regana. Nanya in this now we buy and why you see now we have to buy now we are from 1 hour betting hours. Most of buy this kind of time, which will be shaken. Which will be a galamsey, who catch me now, must be a galamsey. Oja, ntinya no manyina na obimu a obikaka. Dia omunyai, ya omoke kan yibi obaya onto ne bo. And no one is begun.
Mr. Medase, a very good morning to you. It's fun to be with my viewers and my callers. An interesting aspect of it is to always keep you active, and also the phone will keep blazing once you started. Hello, very good morning.
Good morning. Also, Fabro Bear,
hello, good morning.
Also, Fabro Bear, if you don't like us, I do. If you don't like us, I do. No credit, you better, and then or chance to come. If you say, oh, my cousin, no more winning, sell my Yashi, and found more my Ghana. Aha, ain't you know, yes, you ain't got no credit. You better catch the woman. Mobile and thing what you'll be about 2 years or 9. More bonus of war. And see what you must find you will be by a 2 years going young possible. I don't know one of the bono. I don't know one day didn't know your bar and your car and I say, better matter no crap, they catch them on. Oh, can't correct. You to miss the couple of door, I say, and no one knew walk from after walk. And no one knew. I was to see that catching or here or person, and no one knew from after. Ah, would you send the camera on my movie? On my movie, the Amoka demonstration. I brought MPP, I brought and say what she, and you pick up Obama, and only the Papa Mamma Mope. No cry about who pay a better kind of cry natural. Or so far, Robert, one about the you are not. Then I no cry Canada. And this is about a ton of motor, and then this is the year, and the papa. Ton of motor, and then this is by a year, Jumano, and then when you MPP for you. And Tony Suku, Monco, Suku, yes, we are the bad Biabia, but I'm going to see a big chat. When I'm in Jumano, afraid.
See, for we are talking of corruption, eh?
Yeah, we're looking at the corruption related issues. I mean, if we'll get into that conversation.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Program no way, you know. Kakra Matumaka.
Mbocho fraud then everything.
Makasa Western agent.
Fraud then.
Ishan.
Western region, Hemfa.
Kasafi, Asoko, Saman.
Okay, you tell.
Asoko, Shama district.
Shama, you tell. Casamio.
Kakametu Maka, the Massa now. Abanibiala, Babia, I hand it out to Abam. Mama, Iye bede, iye bede. Abeni biara babada, yinum de mabeni na wabadon. Ado de ya de yebetum ya kasa fa na mambu mo wotum wa ye odwuma kase adama amano. Asana se ntum ya de madana anu na bokwati hende bia. Ma bana ba, me ye odwuma ye, nso ye madam. Fine. Na ye jamanu mpunto atwechi na mo fidi wi a na chi afi na bu mistakes a eye edibo man aban wa badelo le ye dwuma no pono still apepo na all the CIDs what investigation na abanim oyo nyamo oyo dwuma no amanala bi fi abanim bokwa ketena fie no na amanye hu dwuma dodo a na why they sure that aban kroten na wa bado Ghana ebi ma badokwa hindi badokwa ihunde echiri pagana fo bunde oyade nti wodma de na ele na echine be gana fo hunde yade ana de ele na gana fo hunde echine bi no obabon kro na de moduma no de ye bo abani biala obaba na yitum yekoye nim minim de ebia masre ahona wunim de wo de abani bi ba wo de wotum djuma papa abobo ma aban be ye odwuma mo ada mama no anye nipa kro na odwuma oya hina ye odwuma nti ame masre de anka wonyanda ma be ya oboboa na abani bi ababa no wotum aye odwuma mo accountability what tata no ma be ya obutum aye odwuma kase zale se yakre ya hwe ha o yi be wa me de ya the record to record one e bi be ye bi che yi yesu so ga na ya be den ye be da na ye be den ye be yo ye ho ato hena ma ba de chi bu wi no na yesu hu de ye jim na wo kukwan yi hala nti wo me mboa na abana yi we ntumi yi ojimo mboa amaye da history ama abana fofofo na wala ba ama hu de no mi be yi di bagu ntuma yim half pass mato nti otum ye pepe pa ga na ye koye nim na yotum ya benefit wo yem na yetum na wa boan yi ha that's fa
Mansme Dasi, very good morning there at Shana area of the Western region. Bringing us almost getting closer to the 10th hour of the day. We start at 6. We're heading to the 10th hour. I'm hanging here this morning with Ati. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Let your TV volume go off.
Hello?
Let your TV volume go off, sir. When your TV volume is down, we can talk on the phone, please. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Your name, where watching this from?
No.
Hello? Yeah.
No, Garu Company.
Yeah, it's you, Garu.
Me say, NDC for Canada, Ombla have
I said on the TV volume, no, Otieno, Timuino. Offer my TV no volume, come for on my TV no volume, no come for me. I can't come and come in physical. Offer and run my TV no volume, no acofom. They didn't come over phone or so, any TV no so. Obi a TV so, but main TV. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Right. I think we can have this convo. Then I can release you.
Yes.
I know you want to run away and go.
But we can handle the last one.
We'll handle the last one quickly because my question is that. Instead of uniting the nation around accountability, corruption cases frequently divide public opinion along party lines. Supporters see prosecutions as political persuasion, whilst opponents view it as overdue justice. And this growing partisan divide raises some important questions. Can Ghana effectively fight corruption when every major so I think you have to think about it. Then when after
no mama kwa on he o ka zenzi ai en ko pa ina on pa ke bibia no yesi mo adia be no mo ye en bi ti ba ya te pa no o mo pa no mo bre ga ta pa no ke pa ni pa pa o mo ba we ba on bra ha be he ta na o ka se ayi jo ma de o ye on bra ha be he ti te fa bien ti so atu ti a ko ti ayi akaka ni 23 so omo je ni je ba no omo kan se ni je ne ka 28 je en wa bia adu ha wi ye ga se even for bet try jo mama ko me se ga jo mama to o ke ya bet try omo nya bo tre
That's right.
All right, yeah, that's it from Garotin Pani. I think we can hold with the course and let's do this conversation quickly. And then Mr. Atipo will leave us to go because I keep saying that instead of uniting us as a nation around accountability, corruption, cases frequently divide the public opinion. I mean, so I want us to examine whether the fight against corruption is being weakened by political polarization and what reforms are needed to build public trust in Ghana's accountability institutions.
You see, corruption, misappropriation of funds, and misapplication of funds. These are the banes of Ghana development. These are the problems of Ghana development. If you study the Auditor General report year in, year out, and you look at the money that we are losing to corruption, misapplication, misappropriation, and if this money is supposed to be harnessed properly to the development of this nation, Ghana will be like London. Ghana will be like London. You see, we have two types of thieves. We have a petty thief. A petty thief is somebody who just go on the street, go and, steal somebody's plantain, somebody's fowl, somebody's 100 Ghana cedis, somebody's 50 Ghana cedis. And the difference is this. A petty thief in a community, you could see all the community coming together, stoning that thief. Oh, we have to make sure he goes to jail. We have to make sure the police, all of us will be condemning that petty thief, a thief. But in political thief, we have two, petty thief and political thief. In political thief, you could see the community coming together, supporting that thief.
Why is this so?
So if you are a petty thief, and then you realize that political thief, they even steal more, but the community even cheer them up and support them. Won't you transition from petty thief to political thief? That is the reason why political parties are becoming a refuge for criminals and thieves. I've been saying this, that people who are criminals and thieves, they just want to dodge accountability by joining political parties. And if it should be, political parties must begin to vet their members, even their backgrounds. See, when you arrest a thief, common thief, once the person belongs to a political party, you could see the party coming in aid of that person. Right. And some of us, the reason why we voted for this government is for this thing to stop. Anybody who dipped their hands in the coffers of this nation illegally, whether you belong to party A or party B, you must be punished. And I know about 30% of voters who voted for President Mahama do not even want road or any development. They just want all thieves catch. Because, look, when you go and take a loan, I want Auditors General report into this case. If you study all Ghana's loan, the loan that we have taken up to today, that amount to our debt of 700 and something billion today, you take a loan, you use 50% of that loan for land cruisers, for pickups, for workshops. And those workshops, if you go, you get allowances for the workshops. Meanwhile, you have taken the loan for a specific project. Look, there are people who are just thieves in the political parties. And if you want to fight this kind of corruption, what we have to do is that anybody who is arrested for either dipping his hand or her hand in the coffers of this nation, no political parties should go there and be demanding the release of such a person. For example, when Chama Utumi was arrested, you could see honorable members from parliament sitting on the floor protesting. protesting. Somebody who can walk into Exim Bank and collect more than 18 million that he was going to use it to farm, and the farm is nowhere to be found, the money too is nowhere to be found. If that person were to be a petty thief on the street, they would have lynched that person. So now, if you want to steal proper, just join a political party.
So that has been the order of the day.
That has been the order of the day.
So how do
so
we
what
stop?
Now, President Mahama is trying to stop this. Look, for some, let me say, for some number of years now, about maybe 2 years or so, or 3 years, we have never been to international capital market to go there and loan for any project or anything. But when you look at President Mahama minimizing corruption, you could see that we are able to sustain. If you look at those big push contracts that he's giving out, and those 24 hours economic market that he's giving out, those monies are not coming from anywhere. They are coming from here. They are coming from here. So it means if you minimize corruption, we can develop this country. And that is the reason why we don't want this government to relent. They should keep on arresting, keep on prosecuting people till this system stop. And if you will do it to them, we have to expect them that when they also come, they do it to NDC people too, so that the system will be sanitized. I don't want any government to stop. Even if it's one city, arrest them. If they come, they should also arrest us, so that the system will be sanitized. Because it's like political parties are becoming a heaven for thieves. The moment you are able to get there, you can do anything in the name of the political party. Once you are arrested, people will start coming to your aid. So for us to stop this, let's set the example. President Mahama must continue to set the example. Thanks up to Remonacha Iyoko. He's doing a good job. He should continue. We have to nip this thing in the bud. It must stop from today. I know, our opponent, MPP, will not be happy. But if they have this country at heart and they want to develop this country and their government in waiting, they shouldn't be chasing these cases, these corruption cases. It will not help them. It will not help them. And I think it's about time that we start giving orientation to our party members that if you get to the top and you do something untoward and the law catch up with you, we will not come to your aid. Especially if it's corruption cases, if it's stealing cases, we will not come to your aid. Before this thing can stop. How can you go and take a loan for a specific project and you'll be using those loans for your Land Cruisers, for your Genas, for your whatever? So for us to stop this, the anti-corruption agencies must continue their work, devoid of any partisan orientation or what. They have to do their work. They have to continue to do their work. Look, the young man that was arrested recently, Miracle Abuaji, I was reading in the papers, was it yesterday, that some of his assets were frozen?
Yeah, 5 of his assets.
When he was arrested, people were accusing the current government that, they were hard on the young man. But you have not investigated whether the young man has fallen foul of the law or not. So we have to allow the agencies to do their work. Unless we don't have this country at heart, unless we don't want to develop this country. For that, I accept. But if you mean to develop this country as a political party, as leaders, some of these things we have to watch it out. The anti-corruption agencies must continue their work and work harder. Me, I'm hoping that by the end of the term of President Mahama, a new precedent would have been set that you can't go scot-free. Whether you are a politician or whoever you are, you can't go scot-free. And the second issue is this public account discoveries about the Auditor General. I don't know what exactly they've been doing with this. Year in, year out, you could see the Auditor General account specifying a lot of corruption cases, a lot of misapplications, but still, those people are going scot-free. And that's the reason why I support this tribunal system. Even though people are speaking against this tribunal system, but I support it. at least some of these cases could be sent to the tribunal. Because it's like the traditional court system is overwhelmed. So the tribunals could be handling some of these cases because it's also another way that people are, stealing the money of this country. Sometimes our attention is always drawn to the politicians, but the civil servants are also part of it. So this tribunal system, I also support it. Let's sanitize the system. The money that we are losing to corruption and all is becoming too much. And if you continue this way, it will be very difficult for us to develop this country.
It will be very difficult for us to sanitize this nation. I know we've taken much of his time. I know he'll be running away from us. I want to say a big thank you for joining us. Morgan Yao Atipo, he speaks for the NDC. He joins us this morning to have this convo with him. We're looking forward to have more of you in the studio. Somebody sends a message and said, why don't you keep engaging him? He speaks nationalistic. Somebody wants you to be engaged most often. So maybe I need to tell Inshira and Michael, and also
I'll always be here.
And Gunu to Akogan to keep you coming here.
Yes, I'll always be here.
And to keep you on the show. It's wonderful meeting you for the first time and also having this conversation with you.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed our conversation and our time here. We're going for a quick break. When we return, we'll pick some few calls and then we'll wrap up the day. Good morning.
From the depths of my heart, I give you praise for the things you have done for me in my life.
For 30 remarkable years, Maranatha Power Ministries International has been changing lives, transforming communities, and spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ across the nations. From drilling clean water wells for deprived communities to establishing schools that shape future generations. From medical missions that restore hope to Christmas outreaches that bring joy. From powerful crusades to planting churches and raising disciples. Maranatha Power Ministries International remain committed to touching lives with the love of Christ. 30 years of grace, 30 years of impact, 30 years of kingdom advancement. Do not miss the 30th anniversary of Maranatha Power Ministries International.
That has kept me, Lord, I am grateful. So I have come into.
God bless you and bless you and bless you. 30 years ago, in September, first week, 1st to 6th, God gave us a commission to reach out to villages, to individuals, to families. And by the grace of God, we are celebrating that 30 years from 1st to 6th September. Every life won, every soul baptized into the kingdom of God, every village imparted with water well, mosquito nets, medical missions, crusades, leadership training, missions, feeding children, the aged, every life transformed, community imparted, all because of the goodness and the power of God. So we are inviting you from 1st September to 6th September, morning and evening. And we are expecting His Excellency, the President of the land, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to be part with this celebration. We're also expecting one of the notable Ghanaian distinguished statesmen, Bishop Dominic Alote, all the way from New York, and also Apostle General of Royal House, Apostle Sam Kranche Ankara. We are expecting also Prophetess Nasum, all the way from Germany. We're also expecting Bishop E.A.T. Saki from Lighthouse. God be the glory. Apostle Abraham Lamti, the General Overseer of Believers House of Worship. It's going to be a glorious moment. And Prophet Richard Odro from God's Ambassadors. Look, in these 6 days of morning, afternoon, and evening, we are inviting everyone that are being past member, new member, those who have watched Maranatha TV now, MBN TV, those who have been blessed by God, from chiefs to people that are passed through the church. We are inviting you all. Let it be 6 days of open heavens in Nungwa at our church conference grounds. God bless you. Let me see you. And we are also going to have some notable song ministers. Maranatha Minstrel Choir will be here. And we are also expecting Akese Brimpong and Perez Music. It's going to be glorious, glorious moments on Maranatha Convention grounds. We are inviting all our family members. We are expecting people that have passed through this ministry. Join us. Let's celebrate from Tuesday to Sunday. Each morning at 8, each evening at 6 p.m. In the afternoon, it's going to be workshops. God bless you. Let me see you and your congregation and your families. Stay blessed. What a glorious, glorious God we serve. I am inviting you to our moment of miracle service every Tuesday morning. Every Tuesday morning. It's a time of prayer for healing, deliverance, for miracles, testimonies. It's more of a healing and prayer service. And God still heals, because Malachi 3:6 says, I am the Lord, and I change it not. As he did in the days of John and Peter, he's still doing it in our days. And so I'm personally inviting you, and I'm willing to receive you in the house of God this very Tuesday for the moment of miracle service. As you come, if you are sick, come. If you are troubled, come. Evil attacks, Tuesday morning is for you. God bless you as we see you this Tuesday. And I want to encourage you. I will always be on MBN TV, and also keep watching me on all our social media platforms. God richly bless you. More direction, call the number on the screen. Remember this, even though we have churches all across the nation, especially the villages, we are located in Nungwa, Adogon. God bless you. Bye-bye for now. God bless you, and God bless you, and God bless you. We have a need, and the need is so godly and so divine. For the past 30 years, we have been to the mission field and done so much work for the kingdom of God and the people of God. And first week in September, from 1st to 6th September, we are celebrating 30 years of God's faithfulness. And we are expecting between 4,000 to 5,000 delegates from all the mission churches to attend. We have had the grace that at least 2,000 almost of them has paid for the accommodation, for the transport, and for the feeding. So if you are sponsoring one person, it's $12. $12. It is our prayer to appeal to you, for you to pray. How many people you want to sponsor? May God speak to your heart to sponsor them to come. We have almost 3,000 people in the bush churches that want to come for the 6 days to come and learn, be imparted, and go back to win more souls for the kingdom of God. As you watch this video, you will see the addresses, the Cash App, the Zelle, and the details on PayPal. As God is leading you, please be part of this campaign to raise money to bring the village people from the mission field to the city to celebrate the 30 years. And you are also invited to be part of us. God bless you.
All right, so welcome back from the break. You're still live on the morning focus. It's now time for us to turn our attention to go straight into bringing you the messages that have been sent in via WhatsApp, and then we'll read it. Joining me to help me do this is Francisca Afrakuma Ntori, who joins me with the day's messages that has come in from our viewers who couldn't call but decided to send messages. So we join them. Right after that, we pick some few more calls, and then we can wrap up for today. Good morning to you, Francisca.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Great. So then take us through.
Okay, so today we have 3 messages as shown on our screen. And then this one says, I'm Capito from Gosumensia. He says, good morning. NPP will surely win this coming 2028 elections with Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia because JDM and the NSC has lied to Ghanaians. They have failed, so opposition straight regards to Honorable Mavis Hawakumsin, incoming NPP National Women's Organizer. Hopeful it's possible. So this from Capito from Gosumensia.
From Gosu, right?
Yes. And this one also says, good morning, my dear host. Trust me, you are doing well. So he's referring to you. He said, your guest and all. He said, trust me, you are doing well, your guests and all viewers. Truly, Ghana is going well under His Excellency JDM. Under His Excellency Nana Addo, he always addressed Ghana as his own, my government, because the presidency belonged to him alone, not all Ghanaians. He says, does he?
Okay, so it says the presidency belongs to Nana Addo. Under Nana Addo's presidency, he addressed Ghana as his own. Is that my government because the presidency belongs to him alone, not all Ghanaians. That's why he took the dollar to 17 cedis, fuel to 17 cedis, rice to 1,200, oil 1,200, and also Koseni
Meko.
No, Kosia. Meko 1 cedi to 3 cedi 50 pesos. JDM said our government. So today there is 11 cedi 78, I think, to the dollar. Fuel is 10.11 and 12 cedi, and today GH is 15. Rice 350, oil 450, and more.
Yes.
I see.
And he says, only what we will ask from JDM, our government, to urge the finance minister to pump money into the system. 2012 to 16, his government created sinking fund, ESLA Fund, and more funds, more money to save money to unborn generation, but NPP came and misused the money from Idi Tabora. He says it's from Idi Tabora, incoming executive member, Anya Soutium constituency.
I see.
Yeah. And the last one says, good morning, I'm Eben from Kwabinya. The change we voted for is really paying off. Ghanaians are really benefiting from the charge because government making things easier compared to previous administration. 2 Ghana cedis reduced from diesel is a good move by government. He says greetings to Honorable Julius Deborah, Chief of Staff, and Honorable Peter Akwesi Mensah of Tema Shipyard, and Honorable MC Agbo of Ghana East. So these are the messages we had today.
All right, thank you so much, Francisca and Turi, for joining me, bringing us up to speed with the day's messages. It's now time for us to say thank you to everyone who has been sending your messages, comment, and contribution on the Morning Focus today via our WhatsApp messages. We appreciate your voices, your perspectives, and the issues you continue to raise. Every message reminds us that conversations on national development belongs to all of us. To those whose message get to us, we hope that you do as well to come. Maybe I can do 1 or 2 calls. 053-715-8638, 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can also send us messages to us, and I will read it. I need to wrap up today's edition of the Morning Focus here from the various paper. Let me run you through some of the news headlines on the various papers that came in this morning. This one is from the Business Analyst. The Business Analyst, a credible media key to African investment future, GJA Press. Mahama orders 2 Ghana cedis reduction in diesel price. Gold Board suspends license of Dominic Bones Ventures. 6 arrests of proprietor. Gimpa Law School crown champion of Christoph Hens All-African Moot Court competition. BOG warns public against 20 unlicensed digital loans apps. Those are the stories on the Business Analyst. The National Enquirer. Tom begin its glory, gearing up for the 24-hour operation, ECOWAS market. Speak hope over Ghana. Mahama urges profits. Mahama orders 2 Ghana cedis cut in the diesel margin. KNUST key to 24-hour economic success, Julius Deborah. Bost Energies donate 1 million to Ghana Medical Trust Fund. And then ETROCOM calls for collection action against rising cyber threats. Story on the National Enquirer. The Daily Graphic says, revive distressed state enterprises to create jobs. ICU to government. Government reduces diesel pump price by 2 cedis. Expand opportunities for all. Parliament rectify mining agreement for 6 companies. It's also there with a picture of the sector minister, Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa. The Daybreak, Tichima Wenchi Chiefs hail DVLA expansion agenda. Better lawyers, not more lawyers, Justice Kolendi tells Jay-Z's law student lawyers. MPA revives floor pricing window for August 4th to 15. MPMC accused of hiding behind youth to fight global oil. Daybreak has details of the story. Business and Financial Times. Full Africa Continental Free Trade Area implementation will transform Africa. UBA pays courtesy call on Asante in 6 royal blessings for new leadership. AAC Jasbon announced 120 new Ghana-Russian scholars. Stanbic becomes the first bank to offer direct Chinese yen settlement via chips. Zoomlion assures MFDA fumigation workers of payment. Market 6 permanent capital gain tax exemption. Odotogri Community Bank records 36.68 million Ghana cedis profit before tax. The Ghanaian Times, health alerts, VSD, TNMA clash over project on the anthrax barrier site. High Court freezes miracle accounts, properties over alleged 55 million fraud. BOG cautions public against 20 unlicensed digital loan apps. And he has the president on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, and they say August 6th helicopter crash, government pays compensations to dependent. Physical discipline must not hurt critical project, Professor Korte. The New Republic says Galamsey Queen of Nzima. How Angela Liz used state power to seize an Australian mine and turn it into a Galamsey empire. Miracle found in a stolen car. Legal dragnet tightens around Dr. Baumia's spokesperson as Yoko widens investigation. MPA lift off diesel price burden as political optics meet physical arithmetic. CSA declares media a national security weapon. Launches national worldwide media strike force to crush rising cyber syndicates. Ghana loses 1.3 million in Q1 as AI-driven fraud surges. Interpol report exposes regulation gaps and the new arm race. Africa deserves a strong voice in global governance, Chinese ambassador. The archives has the stories, and it says Gomashi questioned Lance Minister over corporate mining fiasco. TOR recruits 300 young engineers into permanent positions. APL demands accountability in mining sector. Calls for probe into gold board, G Grand Rep, and others. Boss Energies donate 1 million Ghana Citizens Medical Trust Fund. Age should not be sole measure of competence. Council of State member welcome presidential age reform. 1,542 jobs created as management invests in future of Ghana's refinery industry. Talking about TOR. Story on the archives. The Chronicle has a beautiful fugu put on by the president, John Dramani Mahama. And they say Mahama averts lorry fare hikes, reduces diesel price by 2 cedis. Police probe injury to 5 electrochem workers. So the police are probing injury to 5 former electrochem workers. Hepatitis B causes 75% of liver cancer cases in Ghana, according to experts. Then it has this, it's a 1 Kings 3:28. When all Israel heard the verdict the king had given, they heard the king in awe because they saw that he has wisdom from God. And I know he's referring to the president averting the 2 cities on the 4 prizes. The Daily Guide, that's my final newspaper, is the Daily Guide. Court freezes Miracle Abuaje's bank accounts and properties. 4 prices skyrocket. Petrol 16.29, Ghana cedis diesel 19.49. UCC takes postgraduate degree online, launches e-campus. 2 killed, 7 injured. Accra Kumasi highway crash. Female ringleader, 9 others arrested for selling weed, drinks, ice cream. They've done the weed, drink, and ice cream and that is what they are selling. And then in the business, no. Yeah. So those are the messages and also the stories behind the headlines. So grab the newspapers and get the details of the story. And as we come to an end of today's edition of the Morning Focus, we say a big thank you for joining us this morning. From our conversation on health and hypertension prevention to discussion on road safety, corruption, and internal democracy in Ghana's political parties, we have examined issues that affect our daily lives and shape the future of this country, Ghana. We believe that an informed citizen is an empowered citizen. The conversation must continue beyond this program in our homes, workplaces, communities, and our social media platforms. Because building a better Ghana requires participation of everyone. A special thank you to my guest this morning, Morgan Yao Atipo, contributors, and you, my cherished viewers, who shared your thoughts and engaged with us through your messages and phone calls. Keep watching MBN TV for more balanced news, insightful discussions, and programs that inform, educate, and inspire. Our supported the weather was brought to you by Francisca Afrakuma Ntori, and also she came to read our WhatsApp messages for us. We'll say thank you to Francisca. I am El Samuels on behalf of the Morning Focus team. Thank you for being with us. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the Morning Focus. Until then, stay safe, stay informed, and may God bless you and bless our homeland, Ghana. Morning Focus, your morning, your voice, your future. But don't forget to join us on the Moment of Miracle, 10 a.m. this morning. All road leads there. It has started. So if you've not moved because I'm moving there too. So let's meet there at the Church Auditorium, Maranatha Power Ministries behind the Lekma Polyclinic. When you stop to say a prayer, say one for me and say one for yourself. But don't forget to say a prayer with every heartbeat. Good morning.